flipping around. Flipping around. You taking my time, I kick a car. Tell you something else. Oh no! I killed my friend.
Looking for manga and anime collectibles? We have manga, toy, anime collectibles, complete collections, and so much more at Ultimate Comics.
Welcome to Ultimate Comics. We're the biggest shop in North Carolina, which makes us your pop culture destination. We have everything from Funko Pops to sideshow collectibles, Hot Toys, graphic novels and manga, a whole room dedicated to back issues filled with keys, and a giant wall filled with new comics. So come on down and see all your friends at your friendly neighborhood Ultimate Comics.
Flipping around.
We have 3 shows a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Facebook page. We have key issues, sets, new books, hot variants, and I mean, we do special events all the time. We just had Tankers #1 signed by Rob Venditti available on the show, and we're actually getting those shipped out right now. We're a little bit behind schedule. Well, how are you coming along with that, Rob? You gotta get these out.
Going as fast as I can. He's doing covers now? What the fuck? I love it.
Hey kids, want to hear about the best comic book show on YouTube? It's What to Pick Up This Week! Starring Harrison and Sienna from Ultimate Comics. Find out what books to grab each week, from the best stories to the hottest covers, and never be alone again!
But the first appearance this week, you were like,
black suit.
yeah, what?
Yeah.
So what's coming out this week? Marvel Comics.
Marvel
Big
Comics.
new
Let's
release.
start. Yeah.
And they're also doing really cool 1 in 50 symbiote blanks.
Flipping through it, and the art looks phenomenal.
Everyone's gonna be after this. I'm sure it's gonna be double, triple ratio.
So nice.
Yeah, that's him writing it. He had the obviously really long-running Flash Rebirth series. James Herring does the Ultra Mega cover, and Tilly Walden and Charlie Adler both do Walking Dead covers.
It captures everything that I love about Superman, like that wish fulfillment, that hopefulness. It's fantastic.
You want photos or you want to kill him?
I want a shot. Some people want that.
Little Francis Hugh does a 1 in 25, and Pepe Larraz does that little sweet 1 in 50. So a lot of really.
You have options. Number 1.
Both covers.
Well, it's gonna have a lower.
1 in 25
It's
insanely.
gonna have a lower print run.
To do a really beautiful 1 in 25.
No one's gonna want that. Though,
No,
right?
no, J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah.
Chewie is just like chucking Dingo. A good horror book,
Yeah.
which this is horror as well, and has to do with the legend of the Bunny Mask.
You get a gorgeous Peach Momoko aforementioned Scarlet Witch cover. Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. It is the Moon Knight exclusive by Joe Gisco.
Hey, please let us host the Eisners next year.
Rick and Morty comics. Like Die, like you.
1 in 50. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's a good. Now that's a look.
Now that's a look.
The ears.
That's a look. All right.
All right. Like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
Just got Mamo? Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo. Mamo.
I wear my sunglasses anytime I
Boing. Boing.
Give him out the mind breaker.
Berserker. Boom Studios.
Mr. Hybrid, I smell your hybrid. Mr. Hybrid, wandering down the avenue. Swinging a cane, feeling no pain. Mr. Hybrid, I smell you.
night to tomorrow. I look in his one good eye, and I say, I'm Kid Country. Yeah.
Hi!
Hey everyone! Welcome to our new... Nah, it's not an Ultimate Comics live show campaign. I just got really excited for the D&D movie tomorrow. Decided to do some preemptive cosplay for it. But, exciting news for tonight's show. We do have a third member to our party. Not only am I here, Zach in front of the camera, and Daniel behind the camera on the computer. We have another person behind the camera on the computer. Would you like to introduce yourself by voice alone?
Hi, I'm the voice of Joe.
Welcome, party member Joe. What is your level and class designation?
I play more StarCraft than anything, so this is not going to work out well. So I'm a third level technomancer.
I mean, hey, you know, we can do a little homebrew campaign. But welcome to the Ultimate Comics Thursday live show. I'm, of course, Zach, here hosting once again. If it is your first time watching the show, make sure you fill out our claim form, which can either be found in the pinned comment in the chat or in the description of the show. Lets us know where we're sending those books and how you're going to pay for them. Pretty big pieces of information. As far as shipping goes, it is $8 flat rate shipping in the continental U.S. for both the Tuesday and Thursday shows combined. And then you can always do local pickup at one of our Ultimate Comics physical locations for absolutely $0 instead. As far as claims go, make sure when you're claiming the book that gets put up, you're putting both the letter placement as well as a little descriptor for the book. So if I put a Batman book up here on D, make sure you say D Batman or Batman D, just so we have perfect clarification of what you're trying to pick up. As far as multiple claims go, we do stream on both Facebook and YouTube, so there are two separate chats. We get them both on our side in the correct order, so trust us on those claims. If you're like, hey, I don't see that person getting in front of me, trust us, we get in the correct order on our side.
Got some love for your cosplay.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Got some concern for the length of the sleeves, though, with the
books?
Yeah,
it is a little... Yeah, I will say, it's also too warm in here. This will not be an all-night thing. I just, once again, really excited, so I just wanted to start off the show with a little extra fun, dressed into my robe. Hey, I can't even use it too often, so why not? Haven't had a campaign in a little while. You know, obviously said we're doing some D&D stuff tonight for the movie tomorrow, but hey, you know, if you love fantasy, we're going to have that stuff for you. If you love horror, we're going to have that stuff still. And hey, if you love sci-fi like me, I like fantasy, but sci-fi is always my home. We'll have some of that stuff for you, so don't you worry. And superheroes, of course. Can't forget that genre, the major part of comic books as a whole. So let's actually get the show started, put some books up, see how long I can manage these giant sleeves. First book up for the night is going to be Flaming Carrot Comics number 26. This is a near mint condition for $15 and features all sorts of stuff, including turtles, zombies, fools, mystery men, and umpires. Everyone's favorite heroes. The heroes of the field. That was going to go up here on A. Yeah, this sleeve situation is already driving me crazy. We'll see if this even makes it past first lineup here. Also, if you didn't notice when I walked in, because I kind of put it down immediately, got a nice little skull goblet to drink my energy drink out of tonight. Going on B, I got Dungeons & Dragons at the Spine of the World. This is issues 1 through 4, so the complete mini-series here, all in near mint condition. Whole set is going to be $16 up here on B. On C, I'm going to do, hey, kind of a mix of that fantasy and superheroes. We got Avengers 353 featuring the Black Knight on the cover, also facing off against the Zombie Knight, so you get that horror in there too. Very fine plus condition for $5. Absolutely great cover there. Going up here on C. On D, I'm replacing... What number is this? Oh, there it is. It's written real small. This is Spawn number 302 in near mint condition for $18. This has your reintroduction of the medieval Spawn and your first appearance of She-Spawn, otherwise known as Jessica Priest. That is going to go up here on D.
Can you shift A slightly over just with the other way? Sorry, I could have specified that.
There we go.
Yeah, that works.
Also, I'm sweating too much.
The letters
and the sleeves are getting in the way, and I don't want to risk it going to that bottom shelf. So, sorry if you really enjoyed the robe. That is going to be going over here to the side.
Just got a comment as you said that. Michelle says, love the robe.
Yeah, I love it too, but once again, it's warm in this room, and I don't want to be knocking over books with the sleeves all night. It was already difficult with the top row. I cannot imagine getting the bottom row with that.
All of the books on the top row would then be in the bottom row.
Yes, or the floor.
Or the floor.
But let's keep adding some stuff up here. So going on E, I'm placing Man-Thing number 1. This is in very fine near mint condition for $25. This is the number 1 from his second series, but still has this great cover of him coming out from the swampy depths. As we go here on E.
Cap N Comics says, ahoy, mates and
Ahoy.
mermaids.
Ahoy, mateys.
You got a pirate flag, skull and crossbones, and a mermaid emoji.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta make full use of the emojis. What happened to the bottom row? I just noticed. We reduced the amount of places we used to have.
Yeah, Alan took 2 spots off on Tuesday.
What a madman.
Inflation.
Yeah, I guess.
It hurts us all.
I guess the rent per book placement was too high. We had to get rid of some of our units. But I guess going on F, I'm going to be placing... this is Amazing Spider-Man at $290 through $292. These are all in very fine to near mint condition. Whole set is going to be $22. You got, in these 3 issues, going on F, I'm going to place it down real quick before I get to the sticky note. 290 has Peter Parker asking Mary Jane to marry him. 291, her denying that. Just saying flat out no. And then 292, the redemption. Peter proposes once more, and she finally accepts. So, kind of a long way of saying this is the story arc where they get engaged.
That took some time, some work.
But
I
got to get all the details in there.
You gotta set up for the big wedding issue.
Everyone knows, because we've all been talking about with this recent Amazing Spider-Man run, all we want to know is Mary Jane and Peter Parker's relationship status. That is the main plot of Amazing Spider-Man.
That's right.
Unfortunately.
Going on G, because I want to, and he was just added to the Midnight Suns video game as a DLC character, we have Morbius the Living Vampire, number 17. This is a near mint condition for $12. You got that blood dripping down from the top of the cover. That is going to go here on G for... Globin from Hemoglobin. I don't know. I'm trying to do some alliteration here. Didn't really succeed on anything on the board, really.
Too bad it's not P.
I'd be real concerned though if we had enough spaces.
I would too. You know what? I didn't think of it through. I just wanted to make the plasma joke.
We would
expect that.
We would never get the board filled.
It's that V for vampire.
Even more letters.
It's okay. It can be at like A1 or whatever for all of the variants that Dynamite does.
Yeah. And I feel weird because I don't want to take down the book on A, but I have the board filled now. This is such a strange feeling.
Can you show E up close?
Yes, absolutely. I can show E up close. That is going to be Man-Thing number 1 once again for the second series that he has. Very fine near mint for $25 up there on E.
Christian is saying you would need an S for Spaceballs, the comic book.
Ooh. I don't know. I prefer Spaceballs the flamethrower.
What about, is it Spaceballs the lunchbox? That's actually just a Transformers.
Yeah.
That is not so subtly a Transformers from Transformers the movie poster or something.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Jamie is picking up Man-Thing on E.
Sweet.
Man-Thing 1, that's what, 25? And at which point we would just grab it, or we can, you can let it build up. It's up to you.
Replacing that Man-Thing on E, let's do someone who I think is very enigmatic. This is going to be Mystique issues 1 through 11, all in near mint condition. The whole set there is going to be $25. I can obviously open this up if you want to see all the covers, but that's your look at cover A, or issue 1, and there's your issue 11 on the back there. As we go here on E for that Mystique set.
Yeah, sorry, Jason. Jamie just beat you out for that man thing. And Christian says, Spaceballs, the flamethrower. The kids love this one.
Yeah.
You know.
I am a kid, and I do love that one.
Kid tested.
I wonder if anyone converted when Elon Musk was like selling flamethrowers. I wonder if anyone made that into the Spaceballs flamethrower.
There's gotta be like one person out there.
Yeah.
One hero.
One hero amongst them all. Not every hero wears a cape.
Well, certainly you don't anymore.
Yeah, no. It's too hot. I'm going to replace that Flaming Carrot comic on A.
Alex says that his nephew Xander loves watching you and wants to know if you can say hello, Xander.
Oh, hi, Xander. I'm glad you enjoy watching. Keep watching. We'll have more stuff to do. Like, I don't know. But hi, Xander. It's always great doing the show for you.
Nick says good looking books.
Yeah, and don't you worry, we have plenty more. I mean, we haven't even touched any of the preview stuff, and we have so many previews books this week. We have not only this short box filled, we have another short box that is halfway filled with just one of the sets we previewed this week. And I got a bunch of extras, and obviously these glorious boxes to pull from. So we'll have plenty of good stuff today. But I got to replace a book on A. So I'm going to put up, this is Moon Knight Special Edition number 1. This is a near mint minus condition for $20. Absolutely phenomenal.
So cool.
Psychovic's cover. And if you can't read that at the bottom, it does say, plus an all-new Bill Psychovic's Moon Knight portfolio. So you get a whole portfolio of Bill Psychovic's Moon Knight material in this book going up here on A.
Christian also said he would have enjoyed Spaceballs, the breakfast cereal, or Spaceballs, the video game.
Spaceballs, the video game in the mid-'80s, though.
Yeah, it'd probably be in like E.T. range. Or the Ghostbusters video game for NES, which is just impossible. Or the Dick Tracy one, which is even worse.
But if you're talking about E.T., you're just going to end up getting buried in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we have a correction. I believe it's... Hold on. Let me do this in a very funny way. I believe it's pronounced Sienkiewicz.
Oh.
Thanks, Mr. Burns.
You're welcome.
Excellent.
You know what, Joe? Why don't you just host the show? How about that?
Well, geez, that was quick.
So you've been
I've been here for a whole 15 minutes.
I'm glad that we trained you on behind the scenes and nothing in front of the camera, but this is your job.
Now you must do it.
I'll vamp.
Sorry, Xander. I'm done. Joe's taking over.
He says that Xander's 3 years old and is already collecting comic books and has figures.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I started collecting when I was right around that same age. I started collecting when I was 4 years old. Started with, if I remember correctly, it was like, I think my first book ever was from the old Teen Titans animated series. It was an issue that tied off of that, where it was them going to the local carnival and they went into like the Tunnel of Love, and it was basically like them being like, before the relationships were solidified, basically like, here's your shipping between all these relationships. So you have like, what is it? At that point, it was Cyborg and Jinx, Beast Boy and Terra, and then Starfire and Robin, of course.
Yeah, Xander, let us know what your favorite comic and or figure is.
Oh yeah, always love to know what the new kids getting into comics are into these days.
And Jeremy said, in the words of Comic Book Man,
it's my best attempt.
Going up on B to replace that D&D set we had up there. This is just a great cover. I love this. This is Justice Society of America, number 54. This is in very fine to near mint condition for $5. And it's just... I love Darwin Cook, and this is just a phenomenal Darwin Cook cover here with the whole JSA lineup really running forward. So cool. Yeah, it is amazing. As you can go up here on B.
Charlie's asking, is the D&D set gone?
The Spine of the World that I just had up, this one that was on B, we did not sell it, so if you are interested, just let us know. And I can pull it right out of the box over here. And if you're talking about some of the D&D sets we previewed on the preview post, we have not put any of the preview books up yet. So you are just in time to still catch all of those great sets that are coming up. Take down this Avengers on C. And hey, I'm not sure if... this feels like it's all about Xander now, but hey, I like having a fan. It feeds my ego a little bit more, so I'm going to hopefully pander a bit. Hopefully Xander likes this. This is going to be Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, number 3, near mint minus condition for $15. Got Peter Porker traveling through the desert, about to be jumped on by 2 vulture,
politically incorrect.
Yeah, politically incorrect things. Two vulture Washington football teams. That's gonna go up here on C.
You know, just hiding by some cacti, just trying to blend in.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that hurt though?
Probably.
Because they look way. And now, granted, it's a cartoon. You know why this? The cartoon physics.
Well, no. If there was a cartoon, they would hit it and then you'd jump up and do like the old school Tom scream from Tom and Jerry. That yeah. Or my personal favorite, the Goofy scream.
Like next time you go to the books, we're gonna do like a pratfall, and we're just gonna have this like it's just gonna be a vaudeville show at this point.
Just get us a soundboard.
We had one for all of like one show. It was like a tiny one that Alan had got. And I think Sienna lost it in their car or something.
I just imagine the show turning into like morning radio jockeys. Like the Ultimate Comics live show hosted by Zach the Attack Dog and Daniel. Don't even have a thing.
Anyway, D is open.
Yeah, anyway, I gotta put some books up. Going on D, let's put up Descender number 1. This is the second printing in near mint condition for $12. Great book. If you haven't read this, Ascender, or more recently Little Monsters, they're all books from Image that Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen have worked on together. They're all phenomenal. Descender was the first one. It was a sci-fi style story. Then they did Ascender, which was fantasy, and then Little Monsters, which was horror. So they're kind of just, jumping from genre to genre, and it's all been absolutely phenomenal.
They're such a good team.
Yeah, they're so good.
And they did Robin and Batman.
They did Robin and Batman as well. I left that one out just because it's not like in that themed line that they got going with Image. But yeah, if you haven't read Robin and Batman, that is also a great series that basically kind of takes the good idea from Frank Miller's Batman and Robin and really does something with it of focusing on Robin's perspective of kind of being forced into this war on crime.
Also, very good Alfred and Killer Croc moments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, the Alfred stuff especially is incredible in that miniseries.
Only exacerbated the fact that Alfred still is dead in the main continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's weird because he's kind of back right now because they're in the alternate timeline at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Which if you're ever reading that, it's so good. It is that. I know I laughed at the end. It's not a joke. It was good. It is really good.
Listen, Zdarsky.
I love Zdarsky. Going on F is going to be Amazing Spider-Man 638. This is a near mint condition for $8. And I picked this one up because it's just got this absolutely gorgeous Rivera cover. I got to take the sticky note off of it. Just that thing is gorgeous. For that. Amazing Spider-Man, once again, Amazing Spider-Man 638. Near mint for $8 with that amazing Rivera cover. Going on F. Take off Morbius on G. I guess it's not Morbin time right now.
Maybe sometime soon, maybe.
Sometime soon. Who knows? Maybe when Morbius 2 gets announced. We'll all be frothing at the mouth for some more Morbi content. But in the meantime, hey, I was speaking about Teen Titans earlier, so why not put up some other Titan stuff? It's not the animated stuff, which I grew up with, but it's still absolutely phenomenal. This is the new Teen Titans, number 31. This is the newsstand version, very fine condition for $5. And you just have this absolutely gorgeous cover focusing on Raven there. It's subtitled at the top says Raven Berserks. So Raven turning on the whole Titans team, but that is just a brilliant cover there going on G. There's a lot of functions going on behind the camera right now.
Yeah, I did this really cool thing where I forgot to grab a box to put
Mm.
the coins in.
That's good.
And then it occurred to me, we probably want that.
Yeah, probably need to put the books people are getting somewhere.
Just like so, first initial, last name, and that's really it. And then you can just put it in that box. Oh, and then Jamie is picking up the Teen Titans on G.
Sweet.
Would you do Spider-Man on F for 5? You have it at 8. For Zach Jr.?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that for 5.
Alrighty. And then,
Where's that? So I need to take
so
off
G and F.
G and F. And then replacing that Amazing Spider-Man that was on F. This is the first of our preview sets for the night. I don't think all of these... Actually, these all might fit on there, so I'm just going to put them all up. This is, from IDW, this is Dungeons & Dragons. No subtitle, just Dungeons & Dragons. Issues 0 through 15. All of these are in very fine to near mint or straight up near mint condition. The whole set here is going to be $50. I'm going to put it down here on F. And I got a bit of a note for you, just so you know what's in this set. Issues 0, 1, and 5 are all going to be the B covers. And then 6, 8, 9, 10, and 14 are 1 in 10 ratios. And if you need me to repeat that breakdown, just let us know in the chat. Going on G, let's do... Hey, Earth Day's coming up, right? I think. I'm not great with holidays anymore.
I think we might have passed it. I don't know. I think it might be April. I always thought it was in March. Oh, no, never mind.
I don't know.
I was wrong. I'm gonna...
DC was just doing a sale on graphic novels. There we go. It's somewhat close enough. It's coming. It's technically coming up still. This is going to be Swamp Thing number 18 from the Scott Snyder Paquette run. Great cover here. This is a near mint condition for $5 going on G for the green. Hey!
Hey, we did one.
We got one alliteration finally.
Yes, Joe. Yeah, I'm training someone back here on the
Who's also named Joe.
Who's also named Joe.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not
Bizarro
just,
counterpart.
I'm not just talking to myself. No need for concern yet.
This is some sort of Michael
The
situation.
D&D show is finally the one that drove you over the edge.
I like you too, Joe.
Yeah, the D&D show is going to be the one that just fractures my personality.
Even though, I mean, I guess you could say D&D was based on it. You just become Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yes. You guys like Lord of the Rings?
Stick around.
Hey,
Wink.
look at that plug.
Wink.
That's what we call corporate synergy.
Yeah.
Joe says, I'm concerned for you all, but that's a much longer conversation.
Oh yeah, no, I've been concerned about myself since...
Forever?
As long as I can remember, I guess.
Which is about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't have a really good long-term memory. That's why I'm great at keeping secrets, is because I don't even remember them.
One comic to rule them all.
What would be the one comic to rule them all? Because you could go for the easy one, which is Action Comics, because, you know, it's the most expensive. But you could argue that there are other books that are maybe more significant culturally.
Jamie says y'all are D&D newbies.
I mean, for as far as extended content, like the books and stuff, yeah. But I've played in probably about 3 or 4 campaigns at this point, and also have DM'd a homebrew one. So I got a decent amount of experience. I mean, I know there's still people out there who are, you know, crazy to know every single book of the handbooks and stuff. I'm not quite there, but I have a decent amount of experience with D&D.
See, sometimes I'm talking, so I'll miss a claim. Jamie's picking up the Swamp Thing on G as well.
Sweet.
Copy, paste.
Replacing that Swamp Thing on G. Let's do Ultimate X-Men number 2. This is a near mint condition for $5. Got a good cover there with the whole lineup of that starting group for the Ultimate X-Men. And then
Matthew saying the first Shazam and Wiz Comics would be the comic to rule them all.
I could see that. Or, in my personal bid, it's going to be the EC Comics. I think it's either True Crime Suspense Stories, the one that they used in the Congress hearing for the Comics Code Authority, where it's, you know, the dude with an axe holding his wife's head. I think, personally, that's my bid, but hey, we're all up to our own opinions here. What has been up here the longest now? Probably that Mystique on E, I think, because I skipped it going through the list.
All those Brian K. Vaughan fans.
Oh, yeah. So I haven't seen him announce anything new, but I mean, he's also still writing Saga, so
yeah.
I'm sure that's keeping him busy. Going up on E to replace that Mystique set. Let's do Spawn number 25. This is in near mint condition for $5, and this has your first appearance of Tremor, as well as this great cover of Spawn looming on the rooftop, lightning bolt in the background, as it must. You can never sit on top of a gargoyle on a clear night. You have to go when it's super rainy, or even just specifically your spot, because you can look at the bottom of that cover, and he's still got sunlight coming through.
Chris is picking that up.
I actually had 2 copies of that, so if anyone else wants that Spawn number 25, just let us know.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, that's Brooding 101.
Oh, yeah. Do you think you have to, like, before you go brood, do you have to, like, check the weather app? Like,
no, because it's better in the rain.
You'd be like, it's only a 30% chance of rainfall.
You need that. You need that Dark Knight Returns lightning bolt in the background.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Clearly.
Or heck, even a Batman the Animated Series Thunderbolt. Did y'all hear that too?
What?
It was like a 2 quick knocks.
I just put my mug down on the desk.
From the way the sound bounced, it sounded like it was coming from over here. I was like, what's on the other side of this wall? Especially since there's a hatch that's being held closed by the arcade machine.
Someone's living inside the walls. Would you use
that Fabio? Is that why he has such good connection on Tuesdays?
Would you do the D&D set on F for 35? Give it 50.
I can do it for 42. Because once again, it's a really good set. Because not only are you getting, like, you're getting the whole thing, you're getting a couple B cover variants, but you're also getting not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 ratio variants all in this bundle. So 42, and it's all yours.
Aaron says you heard the knocks. You got some brooding commentary. Christian says you have to brood when weather is crappy.
Exactly.
Just to reflect on how horrible life is and how sad a superhero can be. Joe says older heroes feel the storm coming in their knees. It's time to go brood. My joints are acting up.
Is that one of the lessons Batman had to learn from like Wildcat? Or
that's what I mean. Heck, think about have you been reading the current detective stuff from Rom V, where he's like really tackling like just how beat up his body is?
I haven't caught up. I've only read like I think the first 3-ish issues, but I haven't caught up on detective after that.
Because that would be a good one. D&D is sold at 42.
Sweet.
For Michelle Southers. Jang is egging you on to pick up the pace.
Okay, I'll pick it up. Don't you worry. Once again, I'm getting used to the fact that we have less spaces to work with, because usually I have enough variety on the board that lends me a little time. So, I'll try and speed it up. Still getting used to having the 7 spaces. But to catch up, going on F, we got Wolverine number 2. This is in very fine near mint condition for $15. This is your first appearance of the Muramusa blade, which I believe is a blade that was specifically designed or was capable of cutting through vibranium. But that is going to be up there on F.
It also has Wolverine's soul in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he sold his soul to a sword maker, and he put it into his sword.
Nice. I thought this was going to lead into... I don't know why, because it's definitely real, but I also thought it was a joke leading into you quoting that awful line from the Suicide Squad movie from 2016. This is Katana. She's got my back. I would advise not getting killed by her because her soul absorbs her sword absorbs the souls of its victims.
Joe's picking up Wolverine on F.
All right, I actually had 2 of those, so if anyone else wants that Wolverine on F, that first appearance Muramusa blade, let us know.
You said when you kind of flubbed that line, it just made me think of Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat.
Soul is mine.
I mean, yeah, it's fair.
Listen, people like that so much they put him as a skin in Mortal Kombat 11.
I'd say, well, here's the thing. I still think it was impressive I got through that much of the quote since I haven't seen that movie since the theater.
I'm not judging you. Plus,
how dare you?
On camera.
How dare you?
You haven't seen it on FX every other day?
No. Sadly not.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched that movie again after seeing it in theaters.
Yeah, I think my other favorite line is from Amanda Waller, where she just goes, "Have you heard of the pyrokinetic homeboy?" But anyway, gonna go on A. I got another Wolverine book for you. This is Wolverine number 10, very fine near mint condition for $40. This is going to be, or used to be, the first battle between Sabretooth and Logan that you can remember, and then this is your first appearance of Silver Fox.
No, one of the worst things actually about that Suicide Squad movie is, you know how they put abbreviated names on ticket stubs?
Yeah.
Someone just wasn't thinking, and when it would print out the ticket stubs for that movie, it just printed Suicide. And so, real quick, somebody was like, no, we have to change this, and they started printing a squad.
Yeah.
Joe's also picking up Wolverine on A.
Sweet. I actually also had 2 copies of that one. So, anyone else? That was 10.
That's what I thought. Sweet.
Going on B to replace the... I don't even remember what was on B. But whatever was on B, replacing it is going to be Amazing Spider-Man number 270. This is a near mint minus condition for $8. And you got Spider-Man in the symbiote suit beating the snot out of someone while all his fellow Avengers are trying to stop him from, committing murder. Just casual murder. That's going to go up there on B.
What's Black Suit Spider-Man's? Of course,
yeah, absolutely.
90s image.
90s image. I'll keep an eye out.
I mean, that Spawn is up there.
Yeah, there is that Spawn, which is an early issue. That is issue 25 of Spawn up there. Going on C, it's not Image, but it is some cool 90s stuff. This is from Takuma Comics. This is Street Fighter 2, number 8. This is from November of 1994. This is a near mint condition for $5, and you got this great back shot of Ryu there. I know we got Street Fighter 6, I think, coming out here in just over a month now at this point. I know I'm pretty excited for it. Not as excited as I am for the new Mortal Kombat that's supposed to be coming out by the end of the year, but hey, everyone's got their own taste when it comes to fighters. Mine's Mortal Kombat and Guilty Gear.
I'm waiting for a good Marvel vs. Capcom game.
Oh, you didn't like Infinite?
What?
Marvel Capcom Infinite.
I'm sorry, I don't know what the words that are coming out of your mouth are. But you know what you can be excited about is Street Fighter vs. TMNT.
Ooh,
that new comic that's coming out.
Yeah.
I want to say like May or June.
Yeah, I think it's in May or June because I know they want to get the Street Fighter 6 book out before that.
Chris is picking up Street Fighter on C.
Sweet.
Jamie's picking up ASM on B.
Sweet.
And that's it.
All right. I mean,
and more.
That's a double sweet.
That's a double sweet. That's 2 more than we had previously.
We turned into like Candy Crush Saga. You got a double sweet. Going on B, I got Marvel Comics number 1001, celebrating the 80th anniversary of the company. Near mint condition for $5. great cover here of Thing, She-Hulk, Spidey, and Wolverine all jumping out of another issue of Marvel Comics 1001. Going there on B. On C, we got The Afterlife with Archie, number 3, near mint condition for $8. Great Francesco Francavilla cover there. That is going to go up here on C, with Jughead emerging from the grave. And on D, let's do, hey, we've been getting Spider-Man is Love, putting plenty of Spidey books up here. But let's get some appreciation for the amazing Mary Jane, number 1, $4, near mint condition. Great Humberto Ramos cover there on front. That is going to go up here on D. I'm sorry, that is no, it is Ramos and Delgado.
Jamie wants to know if you do Marvel Comics 1000 for 3, you would at 5.
Yup.
Michelle's asking, when can I pre-order that Street Fighter TMNT comic?
I don't think it's available to like add to subscriptions quite yet, like officially on the system.
Yeah.
But if you shoot us a message to the Ultimate Comics live show account, or if you're a subscriber at one of the stores, you can give them a call and they can add you on like a store needs list. And when it is available to add to your subscription list, we can absolutely do that for you.
Yeah, just let Raleigh know. I can get you taken care of.
Here's a specific date according to good old League of Comic Geeks.
The best resource for finding dates
May
quickly.
24th, number 1 comes out.
Nice.
So which I think that is within it actually will depend, like you were saying. I'm not sure if that might be within our systems yet. But
Yeah, I think it should be added here in the next little bit because there's some other May stuff that someone tried to add to their box yesterday that wasn't quite available yet.
Jamie's picking up Mary Jane on D.
Sweet. I actually have a few of those, so if anyone else wants to give the amazing Mary Jane some love, let us know, and we can get you a copy of that book. Going on B, to replace that amazing Spider-Man we had there a second ago, this is going to be Dungeons & Dragons Legacy Edition. This is a one-shot that D&D, or I believe IDW released. This is in near minus condition for $10. Got a great little thicker copybook that is going to go up here on B.
That nice, like, prestige format.
Oh, yeah. It's, like, not quite the square bound side, but, like, almost there. And probably it's either the Spawn or the X-Men has been up here the longest, I think. I think it's the Spawn. Alright, so take down first appearance of Tremor on E. And I'm going to replace that on E with, I'm not going to be able to fit the entire thing of this on there, but we have issues 1 through 34 of DC Comics Dragonlance. All these copies, issues 1 through 34, once again, very fine to near mint condition or straight up near mint condition. I'm just putting a little chunk on the board because, once again, there's too much to put up all at once. This whole set of 34 issues is going to cost you $250. So, you know, if you're like fantasy, but, you know, you're like, I like dungeons. I like dragons. I don't like dungeons. This is going to be a better option for you than all of our other D&D stuff. But hey, not every D&D book even has dungeons. So, like, maybe still pick them up.
Plus, 270s or 250 is a bit much to drop right now. We have
Yeah, we do have layaway. Sorry, I
thought I was pitching to you, and it just it just did not.
Well, it was because I was like, this seems weird. This seems off balance. But all right, yeah, that's a good point to bring up, especially with the first big thing of the night. Layaway is always an option on the live show. As far as that goes, just let us know if you want to lay away an item when you make your claim. That is going to be a 10% down deposit, and then you get 6 months to pay it off. We will put, installments in your, invoices once a month for the payment of, I think it's 15% is the breakdown for each payment a month. And then I know tax season's kind of coming to an end, but, some of you might still be getting those tax returns coming in. If you were like, I want to bump it up or completely pay it off this time, shoot us a message. We can work that out on your invoice as well.
Would you do B for 7? You have it at 10 for Jamie?
Yeah. Absolutely. And another thing I gotta mention with the layaways, we do only layaway one item at a time. So if you want to bundle things together, we can't do that. And then if you have a layaway already going on, but you want to put something new on layaway, just let us know. We can work it out where you pay off the one you currently have on this invoice, and then get started with this one. Alrighty. Placing the Ultimate X-Men on G is the New Mutants number 21. This is the newsstand version, very fine minus condition for $8. Great Psychofix cover here. I just gave Joe a death stare if you couldn't tell. Oh, I just realized I didn't read the note for the Dragonlance stuff. So let me read this thing real quick for that Dragonlance set that is on E. It is inspired by the 1984 Dungeons & Dragons Dragonlance novel series. And number 32 is the only one that's not going to be in the condition list on the front. That is going to be in very good to fine condition, specifically for that issue 32.
New Mutants on G, going to Jamie.
Sweet. Going up on B, I got The Avengers number 234, very fine plus condition for $8. You have a great cover focusing on the Scarlet Witch here, manipulating all of her teammates. That is going to go up here on B. And then on G, to replace that New Mutants, I got Superman number 123, near mint condition for $5. And you got that ever so iconic blue electric suit, which has made its comeback recently with the Adventures of Jonathan Kent Superman series.
Yeah.
If you haven't been reading that, it's been really, really good.
What is on F, and then can you show it up close?
Yes, so on F, that is going to be Wolverine number 2. This is in very fine near mint condition for $15. That is your first appearance of the Miramusa Blade. Is that close enough look?
Yeah, that's good. Your
Cool.
center and everything.
Cool. But yeah, that is what's down there on F.
Would you do Avengers on B for 5? You get 8 for Jamie.
Yep, I will do that at 5.
What is on C?
On C, that is Afterlife with Archie, number 3 in near mint condition for $8.
I mean, inevitably. As soon as you stand up, you're like, oh yeah. We used to do 2 people for the Sisters show. We used to be like really busy, so I was the one that was going up, back and forth, and inevitably I would be like in the middle all day.
Are y'all enjoying hearing the whispering commentary?
It's like a soccer game back here.
It's like a co-annual review for Zach. We're just like, he did. Spend some time.
I make a joke about us being in suits, and just like, it's not looking very good. But unfortunately, I can see a little bit of me on camera, so they know I'm not wearing a suit.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of jokes we come up with for bits on the show where, like, that's just unreasonable. Like, I had one where I was like, oh, for the beginning of summer, because, like, there's a bunch of, like, summer special comics from the 90s and stuff, so we'll probably have that on that show. I was like, we should also have, like, Alan just sitting here all, just, like, Weekend at Bernie's up, just, like, Hawaiian shirt, sunglasses, just sitting in a chair the entire time. And then I instantly realized, I was like, Alan's too impatient for that.
Yeah.
5 minutes in, he'd start doing, like, a little, like, show tunes dance behind my back.
Would you do Afterlife with Archie for 5? You have it at 8 for
Absolutely.
Willie.
I will do that for 5 instead of 8.
Jeremy
that is the
he
wrong
loved
book.
reading the Dragonlance books as a kid, some of his favorites.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're interested, yeah, we got that whole set, all 34 issues there in that set. And once again, I know it's a higher price item. We do offer layaway on those as well. Going on B real quick, I got from Star Comics. This is Thundercats number 3. This is the newsstand version in very fine to near mint condition for $10. Going up here on B. Is that, what's his name? Is that Panthera?
That is Panthera.
See, even though I have not really watched any Thundercats, I still know my stuff, kinda. Going on C now, I got Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 1. This is from the Gillen miniseries. Very fine and near mint condition for $12. Going up there on C.
I was talking to Zach Jr. I think yesterday. He was saying his dad didn't know who Thundercats were, but he knew who Silverhawks were, who we were talking about when we were at the mall the other day.
Oh yeah, if you're a big Silverhawks person, check out the Ultimate Comics Mall store if you're in the area. We just got a whole line of the Super 7 Ultimates figures for Silverhawks. I feel like it's either this Wolverine... Actually, it's probably this Wolverine on F.
Yeah.
Take down that Wolverine on F, and I'm going to replace it with issues 1 through 4 of TMNT Casey and April. Near mint condition, $16 for this 4-issue set, focusing on, just Casey and April being normal humans that don't have to deal with mutagenic monsters or their best friends ordering thousands of dollars of pizza a week and ruining their lives through constant loans because the Turtles aren't making any money. Who's ordering all this pizza for them? It's Casey and April. They're working so hard to fill these Turtles' addiction.
Speaking of Zach Jr., did you do Superman?
Speaking of addiction.
Oh no! Oh no!
But anyway, what was that,
Jr.? Start like a dare.
Could you do Superman on G for 3?
Was that 5?
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, I could do that for 3.
Right. Oh, look, he sent his first offer, guys.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Baby's first offer. Would you do F for 10? You would do 16 for Henry.
I could do it for 12. What I got? I got G open. Going on G, we got the Silver Surfer number 2. This is in very good minus condition for $50. This has your first appearance of the Badoon, which are an alien race who show up very often with the cosmic storylines from Marvel. And you have the great team-up of Stan Lee, John Buscema, and Joe Snow on this issue, and it is from 1968. That is going to go here on G. He worked for Galactus. That's my alliteration. What's the...
12 works for F.
Sweet.
You said his name, and I thought you said Jadoon for a second. That's
Platoon upon the moon.
It's a different series, and then you're just gonna keep running.
Listen, that's the only thing aside from that they're Rhino people. It's the only thing I remember about the Jadoon. That too. I forgot.
Yeah, I know, right?
That.
All right. Let's say we got 2 offers for the same amount on G, pretty much simultaneously.
Well, who came in first?
Jamie's came in first for 35 on that Silver Surfer.
Okay, so they're both offering 35 for it, and it's at 50, right?
Yes, sir.
I can do 40 for it.
The race begins.
Alright, let us know if 40 works.
Yeah, fine.
We counted at 40, so let us know if 40 works.
Let's see, I got F open. Going on F, I'm going to place down Avengers number 269. This is the newsstand version for newsstand version in very fine condition for $20. You have the battle between Kang and Immortus, and this has your origin for Ramatut, otherwise known as Kang, during, I believe, his first excursion trying to conquer throughout time. And that's going to go here in F. Also, that Ramatut storyline, I watched a timeline breakdown because all that stuff happens in one day.
Yeah,
it is craziness. If you have the time, look up the story of Ramatut from the comics. It all happens in one day, but is spanned across issues ranging from the 60s all the way to like the late 80s. It is madness.
Let's not even get into all the Victor Timely stuff.
Oh yeah, no.
It's madness.
But yeah, like, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, look up the chronological order of everything that happened in that storyline.
That 5-issue King of the Conqueror series they did, I think, like 2 years ago, actually streamlined everything really well.
Nice.
So, that's a definite recommendation.
Silver Searcher on G is going to Thomas Wolfe for 40.
Sweet. I also took down that Amazing Mary Jane up here on D. Like I said earlier, though, we do have a few extra copies, so if you're like... I mean, we also have last looks at the end of the show tonight, but if you're like, too impatient, don't want to wait the last looks, let us know. I can pull one out of the box for you.
Yeah, I can't remember if we had that set for the Ant-Man show, the one you're talking about, or if that's the one that I'm missing one issue of. And
I think that was the one you had one missing of, because we ran
so.
single issues for the Rhonda Cut stuff. Which, ooh, how are they going to do Kang now?
Let's give it some time.
Yeah.
Because, like, Anthony Starr, he's still working.
Yeah?
Yeah. Stevie says, you know who has entered the chat. Welcome, Stevie.
Welcome. Gotta find y'all some more books to put up there. I'll do it this one. There's my boy in the background. Going on D is going to be the Defenders, number 50. This is in very fine condition for $10. You got the War Against the Zodiac lineup for this issue being the Hulk, Hellcat in the background, who's behind the sticky note. You can't really see her. Valkyrie, Blackhawk, and Moon Knight leaping into action there in the background. That's going to be on D for Defenders.
Joe is saying, yes, you did. I got that set. So I guess we did.
Okay, I guess we did. I just cannot remember
Yeah.
anything anymore.
That tracks with me as
I mean,
well.
we said earlier, my long-term memory is horrible. So I have an excuse. Anything anyone wants me to look for specifically in the boxes? I know we got more D&D stuff coming up from the previews, as well as some other really good stuff from previews. But, you know, always looking for things y'all are looking for in the boxes, so let us know.
Steven's requesting Hobbits.
He wants something very specific then. Which, hey,
Steven's... The other Steven, not the first Steven, is also recommending or asking for Earth X.
I definitely know we have some in the warehouse. I don't know that any's been priced like in single issues for this show, but you can always message us and we can see what we've got. Like, I know that I have like a set that I was working on with all of the Earth X stuff a while ago.
Jamie, on D, it is Defenders number 50.
Seconds. We had requests for Spawn in the 200s, Sandman, or Good Key. They're all good keys. Hold on. Let's see if I have any Spawn in the 200s over here.
I was just there's some Spawn in here too, so let me go back and see if I can find that real quick. Actually, I need to look through this box. I'm looking for 200 past. There we go.
Not missing this, am I?
I have 3 issues of Spawn from the 200s. So, I got at least you somewhat covered until maybe Daniel finds some more. But in the meantime, I got G open. So in that real quick, I know I said I'm going to get to the Spawn, so let's do one of those real quick first. We got Spawn number 211. This is a near mint minus condition for $28. And you have this really great cover here of a close-up of the Violator. That is going to go here on G.
When did we get a John Leguizamo comic?
I don't know.
I mean, not the comic that he actually made for Image.
I like Charlie Day as Luigi in the new animated Mario movie. Kind of wish they got John Leguizamo back.
That would have been awesome.
Sadly, can't get Bob Hoskins back.
No.
But I don't think he'd sign on for another Mario movie after. I think he broke. It was either he broke an arm or broke a leg while making that last Mario movie.
Also, it's kind of hard to star in movies from beyond the grave. So
Yeah, I mean, not anymore.
Well, unfortunately,
True.
this is unfortunately very true.
Joe's picking up the spawn on G.
Sweet. So I don't confuse Daniel or our new foundling Joe. Yes, that is a Mandalorian reference. I have been devoted to that new season so far. It's been so good. Going on G, we got DC Showcase 95 featuring Mongol. This is a near mint minus condition for $5. I'm going to take the sticky note off so you can see Mongol's glorious face. Honestly, kind of like the most handsome I've ever seen him drawn. That is going to go up here on G. And this has your first appearance of Mongol 2 and Mongal as babies, the twin children of Mongol. Of course, Mongal made her first live-action debut for, spoilers, like 30 seconds in James Gunn's The Suicide Squad from like 2 years ago. Yeah, she jumps into the helicopter propeller.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Man, what a scene.
The opening part of that movie is just so great.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so great.
But yeah, I love that so much.
Also, where did they get Mongal? Like, did she just crash? And Amanda Waller has just like any superpowered people that crash into Earth. I don't care. We're putting them in the Suicide Squad.
They're ours now.
Probably.
That's U.S. government property. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's what they did with I think it was like the first or second storyline for the New 52 version of Suicide Squad, where like Russia had captured the pod that had Zod in it. So then the Suicide Squad was sent to Russia to kidnap Zod and bring him back to America so they could use him.
Steven letting us know that Earth X, apparently a full set of Earth X, is approximately equivalent to 3 chickens and a cow. Or whatever we price it at.
I got you. I mean, that sounds like a fair trade to me, especially on D&D night.
I don't know.
You can get a decent amount of gold for a chicken and some cows.
Plus, I mean, Alan's got that land. He probably wants to fill it out a little bit.
I would need
I don't know if he wants to fill it up with livestock he has to take care of. I think he wants to fill it with more puppets.
He'll spontaneously be like, this is a great idea. And then like 3 or 4 days later, be like, this was probably not a great idea.
Pick up your Ultimate Comics brand milk and eggs at your local Ultimate Comics location.
Ultimate.
Bring back the share prize and make that Ultimate Comics milk and eggs.
What is on G?
On G, that is DC Showcase 95 featuring Mongol. That is in near mint minus condition for $5 and has your first appearance of Mongol 2 and Mongal as infants. Like we said earlier, Mongal made her live action debut in the James Gunn Suicide Squad in that first sequence. Going on A, we got a black and white cover for Spawn number 288, done by Matina and McFarlane. This is in near mint condition for $18. Take up the sticky note so you can see that glorious cover. Once again, black and white variant cover going up there. Near mint condition, $18 on A.
Well balanced breakfast. Brought to you by
Ultimate Comics.
Ultimate eggs.
Ultimate Comics is not responsible for any sickness to
It's gonna be like green eggs and chicken.
Side effects may include.
The Jammer rating.
I'm
That's
taking
probably the first episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Return
Or like the cartoons episode or whatever.
Oh, jeez, man, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
I just took off that Dragonlance set on E, and I'm gonna replace it with another one of our books from over here.
Are you able to put your sign inside? Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, these new letters are great, except for they also do block the to stick to the paper on the letter. That's probably about as best as we're gonna get, because he's gonna fall off the edge otherwise. Yeah. So you just can't see most of Spawn's face. But if you want to see close up, let us know. We'll pull it back out.
Let us know.
That's the one thing about those giant letters.
On E, just because I feel like it. Also, there's some really good books. And you know me, I like saving what I think is the best towards the last half of the show as far as the preview stuff. So, I know y'all asking for that Hobbit, but because it's so cool and I also really enjoy it, that will probably be in the second half after a break. But luckily, our halfway break, is only 30 minutes away. So stick around for after the break, and we will for sure be getting to that Hobbit set, some slabs, some really good Amazing Spider-Man and Defender stuff, and then, of course, all of our great books in the boxes here. But going on
really
E...
conveniently slide E over without subjecting you to some terrible tape sounds and taking everything down before we just throw it all on the floor.
Yeah. Going on E now, replacing that Dragonlance set is another set. This one got 2 extra issues. We got Advanced Dungeons and Dragons from DC Comics, issues 1 through 36, with a plus. What does the plus mean?
The annual.
The annual. There we go. All in very fine near mint condition to straight up near mint condition. That is gonna go here on E. This is the first ongoing comic series based off of D&D, and luckily that is the only no random issue that's a lower grade. But yeah, that is gonna be your first ongoing series from D&D from DC Comics.
Chris wants to know if you would do A and B together for 24. It goes to 28.
Yes. Replacing that Spawn on A is going to be the Batman Adventures number 9. This is in near mint condition for $8. And you have this cover of Batman clinging to the rooftop of 2 thugs trying to get away by car. That's going to go up here on A. And then on B, I'm going to place another black and white cover for Spawn. This one I think is even better than that last one. This is Spawn number 286, near mint condition for $8. This one I absolutely love with the cape floating around and everything. That is a great cover going up here on B.
So, Michelle Southers is going to pick up that Advanced Dungeons & Dragons set on E.
Nice. I hope you enjoy reading this wonderful first ongoing series for them. I'm sure it'll be very interesting too, because, you know, this is going to be based off of, I would assume, either first edition or second edition D&D, so, like, you're going to see a lot of weird stuff that isn't in the game anymore, or kind of cruder versions of the creatures' designs we know nowadays, but I hope you really enjoy that set, because all that old school D&D stuff is really cool.
That's just an extra reminder for Zach, but he will see that too when he's filling out the
Going on E... Hey, y'all asked for it, so we're just giving what you asked for. Going on E, this will be Spawn number 290. This is in near mint condition for $28. Great, I believe, Del Auto cover or Matina cover here. That's new here on E. This guy, right? It's just...
I was just going to say,
It's probably not, but if there ends up being more questions, we do have it almost.
I gotcha.
I didn't know if it was buried or not.
I gotcha.
I'll take this tome.
Yep. Ooh. I'm not much for rebinding, especially single issue comic books. But that would be cool to like rebind that Advanced Dungeons and Dragons in like a tome binding. Ooh. Now I want a collector's edition coming out.
Actually, would be really rad.
Yeah.
Mention it. Like a jewel encrusted cover.
Oh yeah.
Robert would like to know why E is priced as such.
So I'm actually not 100% sure. Daniel can double check for us real quick.
It's kind of that mid-range Spawn. Once you get to 100 and up until like closer to 300, they're just such low print runs. That's more or less the reason.
Yeah, because started off really big, and there was kind of a slump, and then once you got to like 300 with all the expansion to the universe with like Scorched and Gunslinger Spawn and all that stuff, it kind of hit a revitalization boom, so it kind of expanded past the, devoted fan base that had stayed there consistently. So a lot of that or kind of middle of the range stuff is lower print run compared to the beginning and more recent stuff. It's either the Dr. Aphra or the Avengers, I think. I think it's going to be the Dr. Aphra on C.
What's the issue number on that spawn? I'll say
290.
290.
Going
I
on.
don't wanna lean any further into you.
Going on C to replace. What did I even just take down? That Dr. Aphra on C. I'll replace it with All-Star Squadron number 15. This is in fine condition for $8. And you got Superman and the whole All-Star Squadron taking on what appears to be Ultraman from Earth 3. That's going to go up here on C.
Legs we usually stack up over here on the side, but there's not a lot of room right there right now. Honestly, I'm just gonna put it down here. Like typically, there's always piles here. There's usually a lot of this one, so we just kind of stack it right there. Would you defenders for 5 for Keith? You have it at 10.
Yeah, I'll do that for 5. Replacing that Defenders on D, I'm going to be doing Wolverine issues 4 through 6. This whole set is in very fine to near mint condition for $18. Once again, that is Wolverine issues 4 through 6. Hey, you got a great look at patch there on that back cover. That is going up here on D. This has your first appearance of Bloodsport, first appearance of Rough House, first appearance of Archie, not the red-headed boy from Riverdale. This is also, wait, Archie Corrigan is his full name. I thought that was a parentheses there. And then your first Todd McFarlane Wolverine as a pinup insert on one of these issues.
That's cool. I like Wolverine showing up in his Spider-Man run, just being grumpy.
I like that one storyline where they both get trapped in like prehistory, where it's just like Wolverine just becomes a feral monster again, and then Spider-Man's like trying to make like scientific tools out of like stones.
Yes.
That's not necessarily true, because he does teach the prehistoric people how to make beer.
That is true.
Yeah.
The one contribution he makes.
Is that, what kind of butterfly effect would that be? Someone teaching a prehistoric group how to make booze.
Or was it always destined? And
Oh, is it a
Wolverine is
bootstrap
the
paradox?
origin of his own vice.
Can I get the small bit of bigger? I was just gonna fill out the rest of what I started.
I believe that's Astonishing Spider-Man Wolverine, by the way.
Yeah.
From Jason Aaron. And one of the Cubits, because I don't remember which one.
Alright. I guess I'll take down the Avengers here on F. Replace that Avengers on F with Cable and Deadpool number 38. This is in very fine plus condition for $10. Just a really great cover there with Deadpool standing in front of all the lineups of, I believe it's like Mercenary X or Mutant X there in the background, which people thought was Deadpool for a little while, and it was revealed that they were two separate people, and then they worked together on some stuff, and then had beef, and then also made that up, and it's a whole complicated story. Basically, they were trying to revamp Deadpool, and then realized it didn't work, so then they made it a separate character.
Probably not any Spider-Man Noir, but we can keep an eye out. That's gonna be more for the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
But keep an eye out for some old Swamp Thing.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out.
We do have a couple of previewed slabs that'll be coming out during the show.
Hey, don't you worry, we still got a ton of preview books to get through, And obviously all these really good books over here.
Robert says, "Damn, like the cup." I don't know why I did a really poor Harrison Ford when I did that, but say he likes your cup.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I was telling them it's one of my. I have 3 different cups for D&D sessions. I have this mug. I have a goat horn mug, and then I have this English silver mug I found at I think it was a Salvation Army store, and it has like England 1896 printed on the bottom. And I was like, all right, cool.
So neat.
But it's not one of the, I think they're called like naval pints or something like that. Because in Victorian England, it was a common tactic for the Navy to put a Navy shilling at the bottom of your drink. And if you touched it, it was basically signing a contract, signing your service to the Navy. So they started making metal goblets with glass bottoms, so you could check the bottom of your drink to see if there was a Navy shilling at the bottom.
I don't think we have any classic gargoyles tonight, but
keep an eye out.
I know where some are in the warehouse, so it's good to know that somebody still wants them.
George pointed this out, the fact that you have your cup next to our Showcase 95 that also has Mongol skull on it. It's really good damn synergy.
There you go.
Pretty hilarious.
It's
Also,
totally planned.
The spacing between the tiers is perfect to where it's just like the eyes and nose. That's pretty great. We do ask that you don't cancel books after the show is concluded. If you want to give us a message, though, we can talk it out outside of the show. But probably tomorrow, because I'm probably not going to get to it tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah. What is it? Probably the spawn on. It's either the spawn on B or the Mongol on G, I think.
I think the Mongol.
Alrighty. Take down that DC Showcase Mongol. And replace that with a Spider-Man number 74. This is a near mint condition for $5. And you got a actually really, really nice John Romita Jr. cover there with Spidey, Daredevil, and Kingpin in the background. Dual wielding a pistol and a shotgun. That is going to go here on G. I don't know if y'all saw, but I think it's after this current storyline that's coming up, or maybe the next one for Amazing Spider-Man. They're switching artists from John Romita Jr. to Ed McGuinness is going to be taking over full time.
You did a fairly good job on Dark Web.
Yeah, no, I'm very interested to see it because whenever I think McGuinness, I always think of his Hulk run. Like he's just really good at big characters, so I'm curious to see how he consistently, handles an agile, smaller character like Spider-Man like that.
Him and Joe Kelly did a really good couple of issues on, because they started the book where they did finish it, on Spider-Man Deadpool. That was really solid.
Probably that spawn on B now.
Probably.
Spawn on B. And hey, you gotta do some more alliteration. Going on B now is Batman number 402. Very fine condition for $5. And you got Batman strangling out Batman. I can't remember if this is the time where Hugo Strange dressed up as Batman for a little bit. Was doing like a whole copycat thing.
Oh, it's so great because his beard pokes out.
Yeah.
He has a big Amish beard underneath.
Yeah, he does have the Amish like strap beard. Also played by was it B.D. Wong in the Gotham series.
I think that was one of the best things about that TV
yeah,
show.
that was a good casting.
George Hutchins is picking up Batman on B.
Sweet. Replacing that Batman on B, let's do Tales of the Teen Titans, number 54. This is in very fine condition for $8. And you got The Trial of the Terminator continues. Hopefully it's not, him hitting someone or presumably someone hitting him on the ski slopes.
What a topical reference.
That's a Gwyneth Paltrow court reference for all you. I mean, hey, it's a live show. This is the one thing you can make topical references on, because I don't think anyone except for poor Daniel here goes back and watches the previous VODs. So, Gonna take down this Batman Adventures on A. I'm gonna replace it with Street Fighter number 7. This is also from that Takuma Comics run from 1994. This is, once again, issue number 7. And instead of seeing the back of Ryu, you get to see the front of Ken. Hey! Getting some upgrades. And maybe downgrades, depending on who your favorite characters are for the selection. I like Zangief.
I just love Zangief showing up in Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
But who will crush enemies between thighs?
Thanks, Satan. It's pronounced Satan.
Going on E is Star Wars The Clone Wars number 12 from Dark Horse Comics. This is a near mint condition for $25. This is, of course, based off the 3D animated Clone Wars series. Once again, it's just interesting seeing the animated style drawn in 2D format. So that is going to go here on E. $25 for that Star Wars The Clone Wars number 12 near mint condition.
Is Bia Perez cover?
Might be.
It is a Beretta cover.
I was like, I don't remember what issue number, so I'm just going to scroll.
Well, also depends if you specifically looked up Tales of the TMNT versus New TMNT.
Yeah, I
or
did.
not TMNT, Teen Titans.
That's a crossover I'd love to see.
That would be a good one.
I can still do it too.
Yeah, please.
It's not a Alien or Predator situation where like,
It's never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. There will never be a good RoboCop versus Predator book.
Or my goal, Conan versus Alien versus Predator.
Conan.
Because Marvel had them all for like a month at the same time.
Got about 14 minutes till break.
Gotcha.
What did you do? E for 20. You have it at 25.
Yep, I'll do that for 20. Going on E to replace it, I got from Marvel Comics. This is Crypt of Shadows number 1. This is just so cool. This is a near mint condition for $5. If you don't know what this is, for the 80th anniversary of Marvel, they released all these one-shots that were basically covering the different genres of comics they used to do before they were just superheroes. So they had like this, which covered like horror stuff, and they had a romance one, and a war one, a western. Like it was basically just a bunch of one-shots covering the old school genres of comics.
Someone scooped the sci-fi one.
Oh, nice.
It was you.
Oh, yeah.
You did it.
I did do that. I forgot.
Willie coming in first for that Crypt Shadows on E.
Nice.
I like you were excited for whoever got it, though.
And I just forgot. Once again, revisiting that point, I have awful long-term memory. Even if it relates specifically to me. Replacing that on E, I'm going to put it up. Thanos Annual number 1. This is the variant edition done by Ron Lim. This is near mint condition for $5 from the 2014 run. That's going to go here on E. And then I gotta replace another book up here. Probably the All-Star Squadron here on C. I'm gonna go ahead and replace that with Spawn number 285. This is in near mint minus condition for $12. You got a split cover here with Spawn's masked face on one side and his rotting face on the other. It's gonna be up here on C.
Matthew's picking up that Thanos on E.
Alrighty. Replacing that on E, we got Batman TMNT Adventures number 4. This is the retailer incentive cover. Near mint condition for $5. You got Batman threatened by the whatever gauntlet spikes of Shredder with all the turtles just watching in the background, not even helping him. Come on, guys. You can outnumber him at this point.
How they're just like Just like, that's a bad situation to be in.
just like, just yikes.
Exactly.
I don't want to be Batman right about now.
That kind of sucks.
Let's we didn't see anything. We're gonna go get some pizza. Or we're gonna have to get.
Can't see an neighbor run around the corner. No, I can't afford Gotham prices.
See, Gotham pizza. Is it good?
I don't know. Because, like, it depends. Because, like, you know, you have to kind of relate to, like, well, what kind of city is Gotham?
Unfortunately, it's Newark.
Oh.
So it's Jersey pizza.
Ooh.
So, listen, Jersey pizza's better than most pizza, but it ain't as good as New York pizza.
Yeah.
So, like, it's better than, let's say, just a random state, you know.
Illinois.
No, well, that, unfortunately,
they got
that's
Chicago.
You get both deep dish and Chicago style pizza.
Which, I mean, some people debate isn't pizza. Screw y'all. It's the best pizza.
Oh, okay.
Aaron's picking up Batman TMNT on E.
Oh yeah, no, I've just engaged a fight. This happened before when I said that Bojangles wasn't the best fried chicken place.
What is the best fried chicken place? Because I kind of want to. I'm sorry, what?
Popeyes.
Oh, what? That is a bold statement.
I love Popeyes.
I didn't know there's Popeyes anywhere near here.
There is a Popeyes right around the corner from the Durham store, which I will now be at more often. So if y'all ever want to see my beautiful face, I know some of you already have over at the Durham store, but I will be there more often. But there is a Popeyes right around the corner. I have already stopped there, I think, like 2 or 3 times after a shift to grab dinner because I don't eat during my shifts over there. So I'm just like, Popeyes.
They already know me by name.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Jeremy Adams is throwing Raising Cane's into that chicken situation.
I've never had Raising Cane's, so I can't really, like, I'm not going to bash it because I don't know what it is, like, haven't had it. But I'm not going to, put it at the top of my list since I haven't had it. Yeah. Going on E real quick before we keep talking about fried chicken and such. Going on E is Defenders number 4. This is a near mint condition for $95. Has your first appearance of Barbara Norris as Valkyrie. Valkyrie joins the Defenders in this issue. And I will let you know that there is a printer crease on the back cover for this. But other than that, it is still a near mint condition since that is a printer error, so it really doesn't count against your grade. That is near mint condition, $95 up here on E.
The Silver Surfer 2 has already gone up and sold.
Yeah, sadly that one has already sold, but we still have plenty of great previews books to get through tonight. Got a few slabs, we got that Hobbit set that I know people are already excited about, and still got plenty of other goodies in this box over here.
Stevie says Church's Chicken in the discussion.
I've only had Church's Chicken once, and I don't want to use that as my judgment because they got my order wrong. So I didn't get what I wanted, so obviously it's not, like, I'm not going to have a positive thing to say.
It wasn't a good first.
Yeah, so I don't want to, like, really judge it hard because I just had one bad experience. But from what I did eat, I would probably put it somewhere in the middle, like, probably put it, like, 3rd or 4th in the list.
Jamie wants to know if we do the Defenders on E for 75, do it at 95.
I can do it for 80. Didn't even want to wait for you to finish that offer. I had to get my counter out there. Probably either the Spider-Man or Cable Deadpool, I think. Or this Wolverine stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say that Wolverine first.
No one wants the Madripoor Knights.
How dare they?
Or no one right now wants the Madripoor.
Madripoor is the only part of the X-Men universe that is currently in the MCU.
It is.
It is the one foundation that they will build that entire universe on.
I am so surprised they didn't use Begalia.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a Nick Spencer creation in a Captain America book. But no, I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad they use
Madripoor.
Madripoor's great.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I think Madripoor is also just a great name for, like, a sleazy city that has no rules. Yeah. Going on D to replace that Wolverine set, I got Brian Azzarello's Superman number 205. This is in near mint condition for $5. Got this absolutely amazing Jim Lee cover here, where Superman's blocking all these incoming missiles and bullets coming at him. It is just a beautiful cover. That is going to go here on D.
Alright, so I think I might have said the wrong name earlier, but I did have Darren's offer coming in first for that Defenders, and he said 80 works. So
Sweet.
That Defenders on E is going to Darren.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's see.
Willie says that Magic sounds like a sub metal genre too.
It does. It does also kind of sound like that. Going up next is an interesting one that Daniel found right before the show. This is The Rook, issues 1 through 3 of the magazine series. These are all in very good to fine condition or very fine minus condition. $20 for that 3-issue set. I'm going to go around so I can actually display them. Because especially this main character here, he looks like a combination between Al Pacino and Scarface and Bruce Campbell. Like he's like that weird merge in the middle. But you got some great covers. This one especially, that issue 3 is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. That is going to go here on E.
Got 5 minutes till we take break.
Gotcha.
I'll also add that looks like a nice alternate dimension where Al Pacino actually did win out in the role for Han Solo.
Mmm. Oh no. I had a message from the mall store on my phone. I was like, I should check that real quick in case it's an emergency. Misclicked the notification and went to a YouTube short of Bar Rescue. Because I watch Bar Rescue consistently.
Drew would like to know if he could do the Spidey on G for $3.
On G? Yeah. I can do that for 3. Going up on G to replace that Spidey, we got a Wonder Woman number 3. This is from the Alan Heinberg and Terry Dotson run. Near mint condition for $5. You got a great Dotson cover there with, where is that? Yeah, Dotson cover there with Wonder Woman and Cheetah. That's going to go here on G.
Just saying, good thing that Bar Rescue guy isn't your boss. Glad he isn't mine too.
Yeah, no. I will say though, genuinely, I did watch Bar Rescue for tips on being management, and it's worked out pretty well, surprisingly. There's obviously kind of got to recontextualize it from bar to retail, but there are some good tidbits of information for someone new into management.
Would you do G for 3 or 5?
Yes.
Let's go on to Jamie.
Here's getting some good stuff this week.
Yo. Replacing that Wonder Woman on G, we got Dark Knight's Metal number 6. This is the variant cover done by Jim Lee, near mint condition for $5, and you got your lineup of Detective Chimp, his alternate universe pirate counterpart, Batman Red Sun, I believe Batman by Gaslamp, or Gotham by Gaslamp Batman, and then Batman from that vampire story that I cannot remember the name of off the top of my head.
Red Rain.
Red Rain, there we go. That is going to go here on G.
That's a really fun set of stories too.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just absolute insanity.
Alrighty. So, I'm going to finish, or I know we got a couple minutes before our break. I'm going to ask chat real quick because that would gives them enough time to respond. I'm going to put a key up before we go on break. Do y'all want a slabbed book or a non-slabbed book? that is your options: slabbed or non-slabbed for our key before we go on break. In the meantime, I'm gonna replace this spawn on C.
So probably F. Never mind it.
Yeah, I did this one first because why not? Yeah, I can do what I want. Can't stop me. This is going to be Superman 166, near mint condition for $10. Hey, speaking of Ed McGuinness, you got this great Ed McGuinness cover with that great foil background there. That is going to go up here on C.
Alright, so I think you got an offer that you haven't had to experience yet, but Jamie wants to know, so exclude C because I wasn't up yet. Jamie wants to know if you'll do the board for 30, which is basically just E and F, and then everything else.
If you genuinely want the whole board,
Exclude C though, unless you comment and let us know you want to augment.
I mean, I can include the spawn that was on C instead if you want to do that way.
Either way.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you want the spawn specifically or if you want to do it with the Superman. Let's see. They're both around the same price, so I'll probably just do the same amount offer because it's only a $2 difference between the Superman and the spawn. I just got to do quick maths. 33, 43.
Spawn. That's what he said.
Got you. 53 plus. So that would be with the spawn. That for the board, it would be 65. What was his offer? 30?
30, yeah.
I could do the whole board together for 45 altogether.
Also, I'm just tallying everything up here. Looks like the non-slabs are having it out right now.
The non-slabs are winning?
Non-slabs are winning it.
Okay.
There's only 2 people who want to see a slab right now.
I got you. Well, in the meantime, I know we're still waiting on that whole board offer, but I do have to...
At 45.
Deal on 45? All right. We'll take down the rest of the books during the break here, but I do want to put up a non-slab key for y'all. And hey, look at that. I want to put up something real good. This is J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, issues 1 through 3, all in near mint condition for $95. That is going to be there on F. This is your, the number 1 is a first print. It's the only one that had a second printing. The other 2 are also first prints.
It's already gone.
It's already gone.
So, Jeremy Adams coming in first for The Hobbit.
Well, Jeremy, I guess I'll read the last note as a thing for you to enjoy. This does include a map of the Misty Mountains and Wilder Lands, so hope you enjoy some extra lore content there with that map. We are going to take our break here for a second. Obviously, get the board cleared off for that one claim to get all this stuff. We'll come back. I'll have some fresh books set up, and we'll just quick, rapid fire set the board back up and get back to the rest of the show. But yeah, see you back here in a couple minutes.
Welcome to the Ultimate Comics Super Secret Warehouse. We have so many unprocessed boxes, literally thousands. What you just saw in the little shot was not even half of just unprocessed long boxes that we have not gone through yet. This is the stuff we use for our live show, so I thought it'd be really fun to give you guys a behind the scenes look and hopefully find gold. If not, it should still be pretty fun to see what's in this box. All right, let's see what's in this bad boy. Oh, heck yeah. This is the first print of Ultimate Spider-Man 1. This is the OG printing. You got a couple ticks on the spine there, but still probably like a $50 book. Pretty nice. And that is pretty hot right now. Oh, snap. I am very surprised I censored myself. This is the first issue of Knights of the Old Republic. This is a super hot book right now. I am really happy about that. That is awesome. Okay, alright, back to the box. Okay.
And the new Ultimate Comics!
At the new Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, we've got comics, toys, collectibles, and gnarly manga.
At Ultimate Comics at the Crabtree Valley Mall, you can come get your Polaroid taken with Alf.
Waka waka.
With so much to see and so much to do at Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, you'll want to bring the whole family. It's the grand opening Friday, November 5th.
We've got a rad feeling about this.
He's a weekend at Bernie's.
One kindly, please.
I've been caught with my in my hand by the boss like 20 times today. I'm not going out there.
Now we're back.
Hey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed sitting there during the break. I know that Hobbit went super fast before the break, so I'm going to put up another key book real quick. This is one of our slabs. This is War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas, number 1. This is rated at 9.8 for $100. That's going to go on F down here. I know I have all the other letters open, but hey, you get the best front row view for that one. Going on A, I got the Batman Adventures, number 19, near mint condition for $8. Got a giant scarecrow holding Batman in his clutches above the city. That is going to go here on A.
Alright, looks like that slab is taken.
All right.
Going to Franz.
Franz, thank you very much. Going on B, I got Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts, number 38. Very fine condition for $8. Fighting a nice couple enjoying a night out in Central Park, you know, as you typically do. You go for the horse carriage ride, then you get the swan boat, and then you go fight a mystical wizard in the middle of Central Park. A perfect romantic evening. Going on D is going to be Superman number 262 in fine condition for $8. And Superman has to destroy this building. His life depends on it, as he just goes straight down and splits it down the middle. That's going to go up here on D.
Doctor Strange, B is taken.
Sweet. Place that with a Alien Worlds number 6. This is a near mint condition for $8. And you got this weird hippo, armadillo, octopus creature there in the background. That's going to go up here on B. On E, I'm replacing The Brave and the Bold, starring Batman and Black Canary. This is Brave and the Bold issue 166 in fine condition for $8. And once again, having another Batman cover with a villain looming over the skyline. With the penguin this time instead of Scarecrow. That is going to go here on E. On F, I'm replacing Daredevil number 290. This is in fine to very fine condition for $8. You got Daredevil taking on Bullseye.
Well, yeah, first initial and last today.
And then on G, to fill out our board post-break, this is Ghost Rider number 2. This is in near mint condition for $10. This is issue 2 of the Danny Ketch run, the first Danny Ketch run. As can go here on G.
B is taken,
B is
and
taken.
we are getting a request for... Hold on a second.
Oh, because I'm assuming you mean Black Canary.
I think so, yeah. For E, can we do 5 for E?
We got 8. Yeah, I can do 5 on
Brave
that.
and Bold.
Yeah, I can do 5 on Brave and the Bold. Going on B to replace that Doctor Strange. I think that was what was on Doctor Strange. Or that was on B. What was on B?
The Alien.
Oh, the Alien Worlds. Okay.
Before it was Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was after Doctor Strange. Going on B now, I got the Thundercats number 7 from Star Comics. Very fine condition for $8. Thundercats taking on a woolly mammoth. That is going to go here on B. And on E...
Anytime it's not on the cover, we just put it
This is another issue of Wonder Woman from Alan Heinberg and Terry Dodson. However, this is now issue 1 of that run. Near mint condition for $5. Great Terry Dodson cover there of Wonder Woman using her armbands of... I forgot the name, because there is a specific name for armbands. The bulletproof armbands. We all know what I'm talking about. I totally don't sound like a lunatic. Let me take a sip of my skull here.
Perfect. Would you do G4 7? You have it at 10.
Yep. Do that for 7. Replacing that on G, I got The Amazing Spider-Man number 274. This is in very fine to near mint condition for $8. And this storyline is called The Soul of the Spider. I presume this is the episode where Peter takes up a saxophone and learns the magic of jazz music.
I'd read it.
Just gets a whole like Duke Silver thing from Parks and Rec, where he just has a whole other persona that no one knows about.
Sweet. Yeah. Can you imagine Peter having a secret identity?
Yeah, right?
Jamie wants to know if F is a foil cover and hold on a second. Do you remember which number Thundercats is?
7.
And Nathan wants to know if we can do 6 for Thundercats.
You got it at 8.
I can do 6 for Thundercats. There's on B, and what was the other one? F.
Is F just to know if it's a foil cover?
It is not a foil cover on F. Going on B to replace that Thundercats is going to be Dungeons and Dragons Tempest's Gate issues 1 through 4 from Kenzer and Company. I've never heard of that publisher. These are all in very fine to very fine near mint condition. This 4-issue set will cost you $10 up here on B.
When you're when you're mentioning the offers, try to remind him what the base price was too, just because he can't see it.
Okay.
Or he might have walked away. There was another Thundercats earlier. Did that sell? I don't remember.
Yes, we did sell that with the Thundercats earlier. That was one of the bundle deals we had earlier.
Okay, that tracks.
Jamie's looking to get both F and G for 12. They both are collectively 16.
Yeah, I can do both of those for 12.
All right. And also, apparently, monkey brains are popular in Cantonese screen, but not often found in Washington D.C. Is that a reference? I feel like that's a line from something.
It might be.
I feel like I've seen that movie.
I just remember that scene in Temple of Doom.
Yeah, that's all I can think of when I think about monkey brains. Which, I mean, it's just like, it's a bit over the top to serve it with the whole top of the torso still intact.
I know, right?
Oh, Clue. Man.
Clue, there we go.
I should know better with that one. I love that movie.
Going on F real quick, I got Tomb Raider Journeys, apparently starring Lara Croft. But I mean, if you don't know a Tomb Raider book stars Lara Croft, or anything Tomb Raider stars Lara Croft, I mean, it's the main character. Come on. It's like if they did a Metroid game without Samus Aran. But once again, this is Tomb Raider Journeys starring Lara Croft, issue 1. This is the B cover in very fine to near mint condition for $45 going on F.
Jeremy said Zach was drinking from a skull. It felt poignant.
And then going on G, we place up Spawn number 291. This is in near mint condition for $15. And you got Spawn admiring his orb on the cover there.
Saying he's pondering it?
He's pondering his orb.
It kind of reminds me of that Dungeons and Dragons cover we had earlier for the Zero with the dragon and the orb.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Casting spells. I was very tempted to make a TikTok for the Ultimate Comics account with that sound with me with the robe, and I was like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, I need to be able to like at least advertise the store or merchandise in some way. Guess I'll replace this Superman on C. And in its place, I'm going to put up from Bongo Comics. I don't think this date's correct on here, but hey, who am I to say? This is Radioactive Man #1, near mint condition for $50. This is glow in the dark cover. It has the poster included, and it is your origin issue for Radioactive Man himself. I was making a little joke about the date because on here it has printed November 1952. Don't think that's quite accurate, but hey, who am I to second guess what the book says on the cover?
Yeah, I love that cover. I also love how the glow in the dark is his skeleton.
Yeah. It's like he's a glowing one from Fallout.
Yeah. Like a reverse blight. Like. Cool.
I wonder if that's always like an in-joke at the Marvel offices, because they have a radioactive man. They have several radioactive men.
I guess I'll take down this Batman Adventures up here on A. And I'm going to replace that with... Y'all been seeing and enjoying, so let's get up another one. This is Thundercats #6 from Star Comics. This is in very fine plus condition for $15 going up here on A.
I actually really liked that Thundercats like reboot that they did not too terribly long ago.
Yeah, it was right around the same time they were doing like the He-Man reboot, where it's kind of more anime stylish.
Yeah.
Was it the 2011 one on Cartoon Network?
That sounds right. Yeah.
I remember watching a couple episodes of that. It wasn't too bad.
I feel like it got struck down before it really reached its potential.
That was around the time they were rearranging a lot of Cartoon Network stuff.
Going on D now, I got the Amazing Spider-Man #151. This is in very good minus condition for $25. Super iconic Ramita Sr. cover here with Spider-Man trying to brace himself with the water pouring down on his back. That is going to go up here on D.
I love that cover.
It's so good.
Fair.
Yeah, it's like he can't draw a bad cover.
It's a given.
Get down that Wonder Woman on E.
I didn't want to tell the one. Fool or madman.
Let's replace that Wonder Woman with Superman, the Man of Steel, #18. This is in near mint condition for $25, and of course is your first full appearance of Doomsday, still in his little hazmat suit before he, fully rips out of it and shows his kind of stony horn face.
Spider-Man on D, $20?
Yeah, I can do 20 on that.
Let's go into Jamie.
I replace that with one of my other childhood heroes. You had Spider-Man, and of course you had the better of the two, Courage the Cowardly Dog on Cartoons Comics #16. This is a near mint condition for $25. And you got a great insert issue with Cow and Chicken and I Am Weasel as well. I love both of those shows.
I forgot about I Am Weasel and
I
I
Am
Are
Weasel's
Baboon.
great.
You know what's the best part about I Am Weasel? Is that he's voiced by Michael Dorn. Michael Dorn, who is going to be writing that Steelbook.
Ah!
Which I completely nerded out in the chat over. I was like, is that Worf, son of Moog, going to be writing a CC comic book? Oh, that brings glory to us all.
I still think my favorite thing is Cow and Chicken just clearly having the devil as a character, but they only refer to him as Red Guy.
Yep.
Is it better or worse than him from Powerpuff Girls?
I think it's...
Where they're like neck and neck.
It's better in a comedic way. just because him, it's like it can maybe still be inferred as like like an ethereal kind of like don't want to say his name like mystical kind of thing. Red guy is just you blatantly can't like you want to say it but you just blatantly can't. So you're like red guy.
Yeah.
Going on B to replace that D&D set we had up there. This is the Mighty Thor, number 138, in very good condition for $25, and has your first appearance of Oracle. And you also have a great thing where it's still Thor when he has this like split persona between his human form with his little walking stick.
Donald Blake.
Yeah, Donald Blake, and of course the full-on Thor.
Yeah, I
Odinson.
really like that kind of ghost-like cover.
Yeah.
For that one.
I also like, I know I talked about it like a week or two ago, in Ruins, Thor's just a crazy homeless guy who found a hammer. He doesn't have the powers of Thor. He's just a crazy man who thinks he's Thor because he found a hammer.
That's a little funny because they'll try to do that for the Ultimate Universe. Is like, is he actually Thor, God of Thunder, or is he just crazy?
Is he just this Norwegian hippie?
Getting a couple bids for Thor. Thor, $20.
$20 was the first offer?
Yes, yeah, the first offer.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Let's go into Matthew.
Sweet, thank you, Matthew. Hope you enjoyed that first appearance, Oracle. I'm hoping that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, because it's not spelled like the typical Oracle. It's spelled Orikal. So it's like, it's either Oracle or Oracal, like... Could be both, but who knows. Certainly not me right now. Going up on B, we got Spawn number 287. This is a near mint condition for $15. Going up there on B.
You don't have to worry about me.
Going up next, it's either the Thundercats on A, Tomb Raider on F, or Radioactive Man on G. Take down that Thundercats on A. We're going to replace that Thundercats on A with another one of our preview books for the evening. This is Image United number 1. This is a near mint condition for $80 with this great McFarlane Spawn cover, white background, just focusing on the character. That is going to go up here on A. Oh my god, I got hiccups.
DuckTales.
Ooh.
This is the only thing I remember from Bendis's Justice League run was that Batman calmed down. Who was the Bendis Gracial that just put what is her name? Bendis made a character for DC and they made a TV show. Naomi. Calms down Naomi by just saying DuckTales, and that just completely distracts her. I was like, wait, what?
I mean, it works for me. I bought a few months ago, they released the Art of DuckTales book, and I got the $100 deluxe edition that comes with like an extra book that specifically interviews with all the cast members and creators and stuff about how they got involved and how they thought about the production and stuff like that. And it comes with a replica of Scrooge's Lucky Dime.
Well, you gotta go for the Lucky Dime.
I know. And it's got a slipcase that looks like his portrait that he has hanging in his house.
See, when they do stuff like that, at least they're going for it.
Yeah, like it's like genuinely like I was like, oh, this is actually like worth the deluxe edition. It's like not just the slipcase.
It's like all those Sandman ones that all the slipcases look really good, but they also look like tomes of ancient mystic arts.
Yeah.
Stuff you just find somewhere in like an old library.
Like the set of Dungeons and Dragons comics that Zach wants to make.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Really
I'm not sure if those characters. I'm not sure if those books will be like holding that pressure.
Yeah, and also another thing is even if they did like an official release for something like that, I don't even know like how they would do that because it's like an old school DC run of Dungeons and Dragons, but IDW has the license right now for Dungeons and Dragons books.
I mean, you could do it yourself. There are places where you can get stuff bound into omnibuses.
Yeah, it's just too much effort.
It's too much effort. John wants to know if the Radioactive Man on C is the direct version or the newsstand version.
Let's see. this is going to be my blind.
Yeah.
Maybe it's on the top.
Maybe it's smack dab in the middle, like radiant black.
I'm going to hand this off to Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel might be smarter than me. I might be suffering from husband syndrome, where you just can't find something even though you know exactly where it should be.
All caps. Look out, radioactive man.
While we're figuring out some details on that radioactive man, I'm going to take down the Tomb Raider here on F, and I'm going to replace that with an Amazing Spider-Man number 305. This one's in very fine near mint condition for $25, and I can guarantee you this one is the newsstand version. You got a great McFarlane Spidey cover here with the Prowler in the background, and it's going to go here on F. Any word yet?
It is direct.
Yeah.
It is a direct edition. All right.
I was creeping on the poster inside. That's
No,
all.
you're good. I was concerned that we wouldn't be able to figure it out, but we did.
Crack team of scientists.
Yes.
We put our three heads together.
But yeah, so this is the direct edition for the Radioactive Man on C.
John is taking ASM 305 on F.
Ooh, sweet. Replacing that on F.
Hold on a second. How much was F?
F was 25.
I think he's asking for the one before.
Yeah, hold on a second. What was...
So this is where you can go over here.
Hold on a second.
And you can just go make sure we're live, and you can literally just... So there's that.
The previous thing that was on F was Tomb Raider.
So
Tomb Raider. Okay. That was Tomb... Thank you, Jamie. Yes, so... Hold on a second. Or no, hold on a second. Yeah, so... Come on, dude.
Come on, Dad.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
this is claimed. This was good.
That
And
is
then we have an offer.
Okay, we have an offer on the Tomb Raider.
Yes,
All
so
right.
the offer on the Tomb Raider is 25.
I can do the Tomb Raider for 32. Let us know if that works.
No worries. This is the ASM, and then...
But hey, I gotta replace that space on F anywho now, so I'm gonna replace it with a Daredevil number 122 in fine condition for $10. Some of the things on here, I mean, honestly,
Even easier.
just want to show the things here. You got a little tear there on the spine there, and then you got some like ink leakage, I think, because it doesn't look like it's anything on the book. It looks like it's a gradient of ink, so it looks like it was a printer error there, and you got some smudging along the top there. But that is in fine condition for $10 there on F for that Daredevil, where he takes on Blackwing, a man riding a giant bat.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like,
He went down to, what is it? I think it's in Brazil. They have the red fox bat that's like has like a 12-foot wingspan or something crazy like that.
Can we do, on that Daredevil we just put down, can we do 8? That's on F.
Yeah, I can do 8 instead of 10.
Let's go into Jamie.
Sweet.
Just trying to throw in
F's the hot spot tonight. Replacing that Daredevil is going to be Avengers number 267. This is the newsstand version in fine condition for $35. This has your first team appearance of the Council of Kangs, who of course made their first appearance on the screen at the end credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Post spoiler alert, I should have probably said that first, but... Ooh, yikes. First appearance and death of Kang variant that killed the Avengers in an alternate timeline, which I guess would also be the one from the movie that talks about killing a bunch of Avengers. And then first appearance of unknown Kangs and Kang robots.
Kang robots?
A lot of first appearances of multiple Kangs all at once in this one issue of Avengers.
Well, you know what the song
67.
says? Everybody's Kang the Conqueror.
I don't know that song.
Oh, it's such a fun song.
I love it. Yeah, I don't know it.
I'm gonna pretend I know this reference for a split second. Now let me crush your dreams.
No one here for Doomsday or Spawn and his special orb.
Come on, I have a 90s throwback. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to Did we mention the Radioactive Man one?
We have not made.
Okay,
we have not
sorry.
mentioned the offer.
So, John has an offer for Radioactive Man. Would you take 40 on it?
What is that, 50?
Yep. Is that 50?
Yeah, I'll do 40.
All right, there we go. All yours, John?
Can't let anyone pass up on a book from 1952.
Not at these prices.
No, absolutely not. Going on C to replace that Radioactive Man, let's do the Amazing Spider-Man number 279. This is in very fine plus condition for $15. Has one of my favorite side villains, Jack-o'-lantern, and also has your first cover appearance of Silver Sable, as well as her third appearance in story. That's going to go up here on C. Once again, Amazing Spider-Man 279 up there. I guess I'll get rid of... I think this spawn has been up here for a little longer than the orb, so I'm going to take that one down first.
Matthew makes a valid point. So he just got that Doomsday cover in a big box from Ultimate Comics last week. He paid off his layaway on the complete Death of Superman.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't need it at this point, but hey, who knows? Maybe someone else hasn't quite gotten this set.
C on the Spidey Man, on the
Yes,
Spider-Man.
on the Spidey's Man.
Can we do 10 instead of 15?
Yeah, I can do 10.
And Bernie wants to know what if the Doomsday we have is a second or third printing.
Second print.
It is a second.
Going on B, we just had 279 up. This is Amazing Spider-Man at 280. This is in very fine plus condition for $15. And, of course, 279 had the third appearance of Silver Sable. This one has the fourth appearance of Silver Sable, going up here on B. And then on C, I got the 64-page collector's special of Star Wars #1 from Marvel Comics. Very fine condition for $30. And this reprints the first 3 issues of the Marvel Star Wars run.
Well, that's when they were still doing like the movie stuff. Once you get, I think it's issue 7 where they start doing just kind of like their own thing because they ran out of stuff to do.
Yeah.
You mean like creating a pilot that is a bunny rabbit?
Or a female Darth Vader that follows up after Darth Vader and has kind of like a Marge Simpson haircut built into her helmet. It's not like the tower of Marge Simpson, but it's like a weird, like, large trapezoid shape coming off the top of her head. Going up next to replace that book that was on G, I got the Ultimate Comics exclusive cover for Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons, Chapter 2, Painscape, #1, $20 going on G. That is a whole mouthful there for that full title. But that is going to go there on G.
Enter the Painscape.
Yeah.
That is.
Any response on the offer for this?
They passed on that.
They passed on it? Gotcha. So I'm going to put it back in the box over here.
But the Rick and Morty is an Ultimate Comics
exclusive.
So we can't do offers on that, but it does glow in the dark.
It does glow in the dark.
That's pretty rad.
Jamie says Darth Marger.
Good.
Bart, you are my son.
That was better than I expected it to be.
That's pretty good.
I can do some decent voices.
Yeah, that's. I feel like we might have answered the Star Wars on Sea being a reprint, correct?
Yes, it is a reprint. It is the collector's 64-page reprint that reprints issues 1 through 3 of the Marvel series.
But we've definitely been finding some really good books for May the 4th.
Oh, yeah. I'm super excited. I think that's a Thursday show, isn't it?
I think so.
Because Free Comic Book Day is
6th.
Yeah,
so it is.
It's a Thursday show. Ooh.
Oh, man, I need to...
I gotta pull out some props for that one. I got so much Star Wars stuff, we could just plaster this entire thing.
Not sure if anyone was at the Durham sale, the $2 sale this week. Well, Zach, were you at the $2 sale this week?
I was not. I was surprisingly not shifted. But for those who are interested, just so you know, for that Durham store sale, we did extend it. So all those back issues at the Durham store that are in the boxes are still $2 a piece going through this weekend. So if you missed last weekend for that Durham back issue sale, try and hit it up before this weekend ends, because all those back issues in the box are $2 a piece.
I might have to run to Durham. I haven't been to the Durham store yet, so I might have to run there anyway.
I hear they have
Hey, we talked about that.
I hear they have Star Trek stuff, but I think it's good if I'm not there, because I think I will blow my paycheck.
They do have that. I forgot to send you that picture of the Star Trek ship shelf.
Please don't. I think it might be a little more harm than anything else.
I have this sitting over here.
Oh, God. I'll also say, if you can't make it all the way out to Durham, the Crabtree store is doing another pop-up.
Yeah, doing another
3-2-1 sale on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. $3, $2, $1. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, plus discount trades, graphic novel, well, they're the same thing. Manga, action figures, pops,
toys,
all that
statues.
Stuff.
I think even last time we ran one, I think I saw a Marvel crock pot on the sale table.
I wish
it was one of the smaller ones. Like, it's the one you're supposed to like bring to a party that just has like the little like meatballs and barbecue sauce or whatever. Like, it's not like a full size crock pot, but yeah, it was like small little crock pot covered in like faces of Marvel characters.
I truly wish I knew that, because I would have bought it.
Well, maybe it'll be there next time.
Well, Larson looks like he got a chunk of Monstrous while they were there. So congrats on that. Same with David, just some great stuff happening there. Looks like Jamie's gonna have some fun at Triad Comic-Con. That is right. That is this weekend. So if you're a big anime fan. So this is just reminding that's happening. I don't go to Triad. It's just too long.
Yeah. But anyway, I gotta put a book up. Enough talk.
Yeah, I'm
for
sorry.
No, enough talk for a second. Shut the hell up.
Joe never came back. You disrespect me like that on air in front of all of my friends.
Stay here.
Going on B is the Titans 24 and 25. This is going to be both issues of the Who is Donna Troy storyline. First issue says Who is Donna Troy. Second one is Who is Troya, which is still Donna Troy. Near mint condition for $10. Going to go up here in B for both of those issues. Once again, issue 24 and 25 of the Titans.
I don't think so.
I'll say, David, in the chat, I don't think we have a signing this weekend. You might be thinking of the upcoming one we have at the end of April with Cody Ziegler at Carey and Crabtree.
Yeah, both on the same day, just different time slots. So we have, I think the Carey one's kind of like late morning, early afternoon, and then if can't make it that early in the day, we will have I believe it's from 4 to 6 over at the Crabtree Mall on April 29th. But I gotta flip a new book.
Bother Alyssa Wong.
I'm gonna take off F.
Because
And
I was just trying to think of local people.
Going on F to replace that Avengers we had up there. This is Batman at number 6. This is from the New 52 run. 9.8 graded condition for $375. Absolutely phenomenal Capullo cover here. Just super great with the Owl Batman hybrid. For those who haven't read Court of Owls and are like, what the hell's going on with Batman here? He gets trapped in a maze created by the Court of Owls to like lure people that are trying to investigate them. And there's only one source of water, and it is a contaminated like fountain with hallucinogens in it. He starts drinking it out of pure desperation for being stuck in there for days, and starts hallucinating that he's slowly turning into an owl creature until he escapes.
So instead of Owlbear, we have Owlbat.
Yes. Close enough.
Yeah.
Speaking of slipcases, the slipcase for Court of Owls is that picture.
Oh yeah.
And it looks just so great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really hoping, because I think it's the most perfect universe we've gotten for them yet. I'm hoping Court of Owls is at least referenced at some point in the Matt Reeves Batman stuff, because I just think
would be
I think they just fit really well, especially since it's really focused on that conspiracy side of Gotham with the high, the rich people like organizing stuff behind the scenes. I think it could work a lot. But who knows? We don't even know what's going on in that second movie. All we know right now is that Joker 2, Harley Quinn first appearances are getting leaked out from the
I did see those
shooting, and
pictures
it's interesting for sure.
That is the optimal word to be using. Interesting.
Probably either the Courage or Superman, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the Superman first.
Sounds solid.
Take that off of E, and I'm going to replace that with Action Comics number 546, featuring not only Superman, but special guest stars, the Justice League of America, and the Titans. Very fine to near mint condition for $10, and you just got a great lineup of all the heroes from those two teams falling up behind Superman. It's just a really nice cover there. Going up here on E.
What's the issue number on that Batman?
On F, that is Batman number 6 from the New 52 run from 2011.
And Superman looks like he's going so hard on that action cover.
Whenever you see, I feel like the sight of Superman walking towards you like that is more threatening than if he was flying towards you.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if he's walking, he's taking things uber seriously, and I'd just be terrified.
Well, if he's flying towards you, I would be worried, but you don't have that much time to worry. Because he's flying towards you.
That's also true. This is another thing I just didn't think to mention. Sometimes people are answering other people's questions. So, not so much in this case, but sometimes it'll look like a claim. So, if you're unsure, you can always come here and see, like, he's responding directly to that. StreamYard does not recognize responses or replies. So, like, if he was saying, like, the letter and the book, it'll be a claim on the side. So if you have a question, you can always double check, or you can just ask, like, hey, is that a claim? Or if you do say it by mistake, they'll usually let you know, like, I'm not claiming that, and you can just put it back. What's up, Thomas? Welcome.
Welcome, Thomas.
Thanks for hanging out.
Just in time. We still got about 30-ish minutes here of the full show, and then we'll get into last looks. Still got a couple really good preview stuff to get through, plus this monstrous preview set that I have not tackled yet that I probably should here soon.
Man.
Because I need time just to go through the list that is included with it.
I prepped, because I've been over at the mall more this week than usual, so I didn't really get a chance to... I made the set, but I didn't get to price it out like I normally would, and Zach and I would go back and forth. So I just kind of dumped this one on Zach Sr. and was like, I'm sorry.
This is your responsibility now. Bye-bye.
I was like, I know that this one is going to be a headache to price. At least I priced the rest of the stuff.
Always look on the bright side.
Yeah.
What number Action Comics do we have?
That Action...
Sorry, I don't have that.
Yeah, no, you're all good. That Action on E is going to be Action number 546.
And Thomas, like Aaron responded, that is a number 1, but it also, for Star Wars, that also reprints 1 through 3.
Yeah, it is the, I think they call it a collector's edition reprint, so it has the first 3 issues all together there. Take down my boy Courage, I guess. That's another one I can do kinda okay, voice-wise. Going on D, real quick. I know I just baited everyone, and everyone will be like, well, now do it.
I was like, I'm going to pocket that one.
This is Batman Annual number 23 from 1999. This is in near mint condition for $4, and I picked this cover out just because it's so fun. It is Batman running away from a whole gang of mobster gorillas on a rooftop with Tommy guns. That is great. That is going to go up here on D.
Not only that, but cool guys don't look at explosions.
I guess you don't want to mess with the... You don't mess with Don Key Gong and his band, and his band. Okay,
I'll see myself out.
I was stretching real hard for that one.
Yeah, if you guys want to hear Zach's courage, claim the book.
Go back and claim that. No offers. You have to claim full price on the Courage book to hear about 2 seconds worth of an impression.
Claim it for more. What just happened?
Did someone claim it?
No. Aaron asked what just happened. Zach broke himself. Is basically.
Aaron, we slid into another reality.
Yeah, no, I tried to make a joke because there's gorillas as mobsters. I was trying to make a joke where I did Donkey Kong, but with Don, because the Don of a mob. But I flubbed.
We're here now.
You called him Don K. Kong.
I did. I also said, I didn't say Kong, I said Gong.
Oh, you did.
I did.
You sure did.
I noticed that, for sure.
We can probably take down A at this point, the image. Yeah. Nobody going for that really rad, dynamic-looking spawn.
Oh, yeah.
But it'll be back.
It will be back for last looks here in a little bit. Going up on A now to replace that, we got from Image Comics. This is Street Fighter #1. Near mint condition for $10, and unlike those ones we had up here earlier, it's not just one character. You got a good lineup here. You got Chun-Li, you got Ryu, you got Ken again, and you also got Guile down there at the bottom, the good U.S. boy. That's going to go up here on A.
Jerry wants to know if we can do Star Wars on C for $20.
Have it 30.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, I'll do that for $20.
He was just looking, so I was like, I'm going to spare him the...
We got Jamie coming in here. Don K. Yoti. Unfortunately, we're not very literary here.
Yeah.
We do have many books.
The only thing I know about Don Quixote was that movie with Adam Driver.
That movie's so good.
That came out
ridiculous.
Like a few years ago. It's so ridiculous. It's the best way I could describe it is it's a medieval version of The Lighthouse.
Just go fight some windmills.
Going on C to replace, once again, memory's awful, but this is X-23 #2, Wolverine Goes to Hell. Near mint condition, this is from the 2010 run for $10. You got a great cover there of X-23 doing the old crossed arms X logo. That's new up here on C.
Very animated looking.
Oh yeah. It's almost like it almost reminds me, like, style-wise, is like a precursor to Momoko, even though it doesn't have, like, the watercolor style. Like, it seems like a Momoko outline for a character.
Yeah, it seems like a Momoko, like styling, but just, or like positioning, but then done, like someone did it in a different style.
Like she did the pencils, and then someone came through and someone else did all the inking and coloring and stuff.
Because it definitely has that center... doing whatever cool pose.
Yeah, and even like the softness as far as like the skin details and shape of the face and everything feels very.
And X-23 sold.
Sweet.
It's going to Brock.
Congrats, Brock.
Congrats.
Cool. X-23.
Going on C now. We got. Putting up another powerful woman of Marvel. We got Mockingbird #1. This is in near mint condition for $5 and is your first solo series featuring Mockingbird. Took forever to get her own series, but we got that issue 1 right here. Also, I liked how they kind of just like subtly in Hawkeye at the end of the series basically made Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. non-canon by saying that Hawkeye's wife is Mockingbird, even though Mockingbird is a main character in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So they, even though they won't say it, I don't think officially, that scene kind of does make it so all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not canon, or at least the stuff once Mockingjay shows up is no longer canon.
That and they do kind of jump timelines at like towards the end of that show anyway, so
yeah,
it doesn't really matter. Jamie wants to know if we can do See Mockingbird for 4.
Yeah, we can do that for 4.
Also, a good movie talk in the comments happening right now with Man of La Mancha over Man Who Killed Don Quixote. Which was it?
Yeah. Cute. Absolutely.
You know what? I think we're gonna tackle it.
We're gonna do it?
Oh,
I think we're gonna tackle it. Let me know if you need help.
Oh, well, not all of this is going to fit up. I'm literally going to put, like, the first 5 books and just read off the list.
That's valid.
Because there's no way this is going to fit off on the board. But going up here on C, for $350, all in near mint condition, we have literally the entirety, including the main series, tie-ins, even the solicited calendars that they released for this, and the previews that first showed this miniseries or this event. We have the entirety of War of the Realms. Literally everything. I got a whole, like, I'm going to read this off, but just look at the length of this list that I have to go through here. So, rapid fire. I'm going to try and go through this. So, you have, obviously, the main War of the Realms series, all 6 issues. You have As Guardians of the Galaxy, number 8, 9, and 10. Number 8 is a B cover. You have Avengers 18 through 20, Deadpool 13 and 14, Captain Marvel 6 and 7, Champions 5 and 6, which are both B covers, Fantastic Four number 10, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 43, Superior Spider-Man 77 to 8, Thor 8, the D cover, 9 A cover, and then 10 and 11 through 16, or sorry, no number 10?
For Thor?
For Thor, because I think there was a gap, wasn't
there?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like that one, and there's that Thor, and then there's like one more.
So you lied to me. This isn't everything.
I didn't write that. We don't have the one, like Thor 10, and then Squirrel Girl, there's one more issue. But,
I gotcha.
I mean, those are like the ancillary tie-ins.
Yeah. Okay. Tony Stark Iron Man, 12B and number 13. You have Unbeatable Squirrel Girl 43 through 45, Venom 13 through 15. I said War of the Realms 1 through 6. Yeah. War of the Realms Giant Man 1 through 3. War of the Realms Journey into Mystery 1 B cover, and then 2 through 5 are all A covers. War of the Realms New Agents of Atlas 1 through 4. War of the Realms Omega number 1. War of the Realms Punisher 1 through 3. War of the Realms Spider-Man and the League of the Realms 1 through 3. War of the Realms Strike Force 1 through 3. War of the Realms Uncanny X-Men 1 through 3. And War of the Realms War Scrolls 1 through 3. That's it. And the calendars and the previews.
I'll streamline this and make Zach frustrated too. It is everything in the War of the Realms omnibus except for that one issue of Thor and that one issue of Squirrel Girl. The entire omnibus, just minus those 2 issues.
Yeah, I like reading the list.
I know. No, well, they need the list. They need all the cool
the
stuff.
specifics.
And this way, you get the calendar and the other calendar and the previews as well.
And obviously, these 5 issues that are up here are not the entirety. If you want to see,
yeah, let them see it.
This is everything except for those 5 issues that you'll be getting all in here. And just so you can see them.
Thomas, them are a lot words for Trifity. Damn Loch Ness Monster stole my Trifity. Like I said, hold up that calendar.
Yes. So you have War of the Realms, the previews that announced it, and then you have the regular form 2019 calendar, as well as this
one's really cool.
Very cool, like, circular calendar where you use the little arrow in the center there to mark which day it is. But yeah, once again, this is pretty much all of War of the Realms except for that Thor issue number 10.
So what's on C? Anyway, you can take down G at this point.
No.
G or B.
Alright, I'll take down G.
That is an Ultimate Comics exclusive.
Yep. Going up on G to replace it.
Yeah. They will be returning. Jamie said if only they were graded. That's a lot of slabs.
Yeah, that's a lot of plastic.
It's too much. Yeah. That's too much for me.
But hey, if you want to buy this full set,
yeah,
and then get it sent out for CGC through the comic book
presser, that's what I was just about to say.
We can work that out for you.
We can walk this right down in the comic book presser on the other side of the parking lot. Just as long as you fill out the form on their website,
which you'll be doing for a little bit. Going on G, we got the new Teen Titans number 10. This is in very fine to near mint condition. $10. Like this little thing. It says, "The Terminator is back, and boy is he mad." Meanwhile, all the Titans are just standing right underneath a falling nuke. Boy is he mad. He's nuking us.
And they're in a bullseye.
Yeah. It's...
You don't know that all nuke sites have bullseyes. Because it's some sort of twisted...
It's a prerequisite.
I don't know. I think that's factually incorrect, just based off of Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skulls.
You don't know that there wasn't.
Okay,
that's true. We only saw the inside of that refrigerator and those gophers, the CG gophers.
CG gophers.
But that is where you're getting your scientific facts from.
Yeah, I trust Marv Wolfman and George Perez a little more than I trust Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. But before we get into more monotony, that Titans is gone. It's been claimed. It goes to Aaron at that Titans at G.
Well, I think that's an offer. Is it an offer?
Yeah,
yeah.
Crystal Skull's totally real because it's back.
It's number 10.
Oh, it's number 10. Oh, okay. Sorry. Can we do 5 for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yes. Now it's claimed. I'm sorry.
You're all good.
I thought that was issue 5.
No, you're good. Yeah. Sometimes just people format. Yeah.
Going on G to replace that, we got Batman number 21. This is from the Rebirth run. This is a near mint minus condition for $15 and is your part 1 to the Button storyline, which kind of reintroduced Watchmen reintroduced Watchmen into the mainline DCU, kind of.
Yeah.
Because they did like this storyline 3 years after, or pretty close to like 3 years after Rebirth started, where they hinted at it, and then you had to wait like another 2-3 years for Doomsday Clock.
Like you had to wait 2 years for Doomsday Clock to be finished.
Yeah.
For real. The Button entered the DC universe in that Rebirth one-shot. This is them studying that. But basically, this issue is literally Batman getting the crap beat out of him for a minute.
And it's glorious.
That is pretty much...
Jason Fabok drawing both a reinvigorated Reverse Flash and a beaten to the pulp Batman.
Yeah.
Which, have y'all seen the Dark Flash thing for the Flash movie that's coming out?
I saw a pop for it at work.
Yeah, I see, like, I'm all for Evil Barry, but, like, that's already, like, Savitar? So, I don't... It's one of those things where if there wasn't already 12 evil speedsters to choose from, I'd be all for it. But especially since it's, it's not straight up Flashpoint, but it's as close as you're going to get, it seems like. Feels like you should have Reverse Flash in it.
Also, that costume sucks.
Yeah,
it looks like burnt plastic.
Yeah.
Jimmy wants to know if we can do that Batman on G410.
Yeah, absolutely. No love for the Gorillas on D? They just released a new album recently.
It's true.
Going on G to replace that, I want to put up Strange Tales 133. This is in very good minus condition for $20. And you have your Doctor Strange story, A Nameless Land, a Timeless Time, and the Human Torch and Thing story, The Terrible Toys, with a bunch of living mannequins controlled by someone who kind of looks like she belongs to the Royal Flush Gang.
I was going to say, it's probably the, was it the Doll Maker? Not the Doll Maker.
It's not Doll Girl or Doll Woman.
No, it's not. I'm trying to remember because there's a Fantastic Four villain who is Alicia Masters' father. So I was like, anyway. Stephen wants to know what we have on C. We have almost all.
Yes, it is.
War of the Realms.
War of the Realms mega set.
Yeah, it is War of the Realms. Almost everything. It is literally missing one Thor issue, Thor number 10.
Yeah, one Thor and one Squirrel Girl, but it's not like the core stuff. It's the tie-ins of the tie-ins that probably only have like a couple pages, if that like really.
Yeah. So yeah, it is the entirety of War of the Realms except for Thor number 10 and I believe Squirrel Girl number 46.
So I don't remember.
I think it's 46.
Like that.
And then also including the promotional calendars they released for War of the Realms, as well as the previews book that announced the series. So yeah, that is what we have up here on C. I just have a couple of the issues. I showed everyone earlier that we have a short box filled with all the rest of it, but that whole set is $350, all in near mint condition.
Jamie wants to know if we can do that Strange on G413.
Bump it up to 15 and it's all yours.
And Aaron reminding me that the Puppet Master is Alicia's dad. Because I forgot the name of Alicia's dad.
I didn't realize that's what we were talking about, and all I heard was Puppet Master, and all I could think about was the Full Moon movie series.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
And then 15 works on G.
Sweet. Thank you. You're welcome.
That's it. We have to do the rest of the show in those voices.
Okay. Going up on G now, we got Amazing Spider-Man number 39 in good to very good condition for $200. This is when Green Goblin and Spider-Man discover one another's identities, and it is the first artwork on Amazing Spider-Man by John Romita Sr. That is going to go here on G once again in good to very good condition for $200. How'd you like that? Was that good?
It got better as you went on, honestly. Like, it was...
I had to figure out who he was, what kind of life that guy lived.
I really embody that character.
He has 4 separate inhalers for several different nasal conditions.
Man, you went method.
I got it.
Yeah, so we call Zach the Jared Leto of the live show.
Yeah. Mostly because I sent a bunch of dead rats to everyone.
Not looking forward to going to the mall tomorrow. That was my whole...
You were lucky I wasn't on shift when it was your birthday.
You've got some clap emojis.
Yeah, David didn't really like your performance.
I didn't like it? Come on.
No, I said really liked it.
Oh, okay.
B at this point.
Gotcha. I'm going to take down that Titan set up here on B and just put up Spidey, so let me find something else.
In our final half hour, so about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Luckily, I think we only got one more preview to go through, so we are on schedule.
That one's really cool, too.
Yeah, no, that's why I was saving that one for last, because I think it's really, really cool. But going up here on B now, we got Daredevil number 150 in very fine condition for $40. This is the newsstand version and has your first appearance of Paladin, who I like his really weirdly ridged helmet.
He just looks like a catcher.
Yeah, kind of. I was just thinking of, you know how like there's jokes of people's like heads getting dents from like gamer headsets and stuff. I'm just imagining his head forming to that ridged shape. That's how Norman Osborn got his hair.
You know, it looks like he was cosplaying as Green Arrow, but made his costume out of balloons.
I thought it was like a washboard.
Washboard is better, yeah. It definitely has that.
That's he can clean his own costume. He just got to put the sleeves on the chest.
Heck yeah.
Nick Johnson wants to know if there is a Saturday morning D&D retail incentive going on tonight.
We had those on the Tuesday show.
I have those on the Tuesday show. If you want one, shoot us a message and we can see if we can get one from the other stores.
Yeah. But we've got other cool D&D stuff.
Oh yeah, if you want to pull out some classic D&D stuff, I got a whole box back here still.
We've still got several sets and some single issues and stuff too. So yeah, let us know if you still want some D&D stuff.
Probably gotta take down my gorillas.
Someone will want the gorillas one day.
They will. Going up to replace that on D, we got Daredevil number 87. This is in fine condition for $20, and you got Daredevil taking on Electro, and you got the subtitle of this book, Enter Electro, which only reminds me of the video game, the Spider-Man video game from the early 2000s, which also had Enter Electro as the subtitle.
Nick wants to know if we should message the live show or one of the stores.
If you want it added to your invoice for the live shows, message live shows, we can get it transferred over. If you have a subscription at one of the stores and want to request it through them, then you can shoot a message directly to them and they'll try and figure out if we have one and then put it in your box for you.
Yeah. Both
Equally viable options. Just depends which route you want to get it through. If you have a subscription box at the store and you want to just get it through there, message the store. If you want to get it through the invoice on your live show account, do it through live show. Probably either the Avengers on E or the Street Fighter on A, I think.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Take down, or I mean, not Avengers, Action on E.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna call you on it. I got it.
All I saw was the A. What?
It was A.
I
was agreeing with you.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I thought you were
I wasn't
talking down to him.
There's too many voices.
Like, man, already started. First show.
Well, it's been real, guys. I'll collect my last check and go to the unemployment office.
Better get my key back.
How much work here to disassemble your key ring for it, too.
On E, we got Our Army at War number 279, featuring Sergeant Rock. This is in very fine to near mint condition for $20. You got this great cover by Joe Kubert with the Easy Company all stuck inside this like bunker and got a mortar coming straight for them as they're all locked in. That's just a great Kubert cover going here on E. For Easy Company, hey.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. And then...
A, and then
yeah,
probably after.
Replacing that on A, we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 364. This is the newsstand version in very fine condition for $8, and you got this great Bagley cover here of Spider-Man taking on the Shocker and avoiding his blasts of... I believe it's either, depending on who you ask, it's either sonic energy or like electrical vibrations, like electromagnetic waves. But I like to imagine it's sonic.
Is that the next great debate? You know how people like to debate about what comes out of what are Cyclops' blasts? Are they concussive or heat related?
Yeah.
That's the next great debate. What is Shocker's powers? Is it a
sonic
shock?
wave, concussive wave?
Is it electro
magnetic?
Yeah, electromagnetic wave. That'd be kind of interesting if it was electromagnetic. He could do so much more.
Yeah, he could be, shutting down technology and stuff. He's like, no, I only want to shoot it at people.
I don't want to deactivate my phone. or credit cards. Jamie is taking that Spider-Man an A.
Oh, sweet.
I just learned that my attacks work as giant EMPs. I can just target things.
I just took off that Batman on F. Real quick, I want to replace that Amazing Spider-Man A with Spawn number 285. This is in near mint condition for $6. We had another version of this cover up here earlier at the A version. This is, I believe, the B cover, where it's half, Spawn's masked face and half blank. I would assume as a kind of sketch cover of sorts.
Yeah.
As we go up here on A.
Matthew is posing a question to us in the audience. What is harder to collect, old Spider-Man or old Hulks? I would guess Spider-Man just because they're probably a little more expensive.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's kind of like both, I would say, are almost equally hard, but in their own ways, because Spider-Man's more expensive and a lot of people are seeking out Spider-Man stuff, so it's just a little harder to, beat out other people for it. But Hulk is hard in its own way because it has a very dedicated fan base, but has a lower print run than Spider-Man. So, you're fighting less people for it, but they're more devoted and there's less to go around. So, once again, I'd probably say kind of both around the same level of difficulty, just for different reasons. But going here on F to replace that Batman slab, I got Knights of the Dinner Table slab, graded at a 9.0. For $750 from Alderac Entertainment. As you can go here on F. Also, just look at the sweet ad on the back there. That is so cool. But that's going to be here on F.
Jimmy wants to know for Spider-Man on G if we can do 135.
200.
I can do that for... It's a really nice issue. Kind of good key. I can do that one for $165.
All right.
$165.
Good price.
Yeah. And then I guess just to also answer Matthew's question, just from the perspective of dealing with the books at the warehouse, I've come across significantly more copies of old ASM than I have old issues of Hulk.
Yeah. So once again, they're both hard, just in different reasons.
Yeah.
Get y'all a couple more books, but we are getting close to our last looks here, especially since I've now put up every single one of our previous books for the evening. So I'll grab a couple more things for y'all.
So you can just let him know the count.
Alright, so Jamie's countering are 165 for 150.
160 is my counter.
Alright. It's a bidding duel.
It's a battle of wills.
What was your persuasion check?
Ooh, well, I have a pretty good buff. It's about a +2, so let me... Ooh, crit fail. You go to counter offer and fall on your face directly onto a spike.
Man, so I like always had the worst luck and would get like crit fails, but I was playing, we were playing one campaign and I ended up challenging someone to a drinking contest and got a nat 20. And they were like, oh, not only did you like win and get what you wanted, but you feel better than you did before.
Alright, 160 on G.
Works.
Dave, sorry to say that 160 just, wow, that G just went, what that was it ASM 50? 39. I'm sorry.
Going on G now, we got The Incredible Hulk, number 148. This is in very fine plus condition for $35, and you have the Hulk fighting a bunch of aliens and says, You killed Jarella, the girl Hulk loves. For that, you die. That's going to go here on G for green, because they're all green on that cover.
And it's not easy being green.
It is not easy being green. All we can hope is we find it, the Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
You know who does a great cover of that song? Willie Nelson.
I can imagine it.
Yeah, that tracks.
Is an entire children's album songs.
He also has an appearance in the Muppets TV series that they had where it was like Office style. He makes an appearance. Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters make an appearance, and the credits end cap scene is Dave Grohl and Animal having a drum off.
That's probably my favorite thing ever in the Muppets.
Oh yeah, it's a great clip. Just go watch that. Also, there's a really good joke in the first episode because Fozzie Bear is trying to go on dating apps, and he's like, I found an app for bears, but it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. Going on A real quick, we got Spawn number 320 in near mint condition for $16, and you got this great McFarlane cover homaging Amazing Spider-Man 316, which he also did. That is going to go up here on A. Ooh. And I guess I'll replace this. What went first, the Rock or the Daredevil?
The Daredevil went first.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think the Daredevil.
Back there, and replacing that is going to be Superman's pal, the new Jimmy Olsen, number 147, fine plus condition for $15. And you got a Superman in Supertown. You got this great Neil Adams cover there, and has your first appearance of Victor Volcanum going up here on B.
There's nothing more comic book than that name.
Victor Volcanum?
Yeah. Joe wants to know what number that Spawn was. A.
That Spawn on A is number 320 in near mint condition for $16, and that is an homage McFarlane cover to Amazing Spider-Man 316.
Jamie also wants to remind us of the Muppets and Alice Cooper crossover.
Yeah, that is a good one as well.
I wouldn't know where it existed, but it does sound amazing.
No. I was gonna see if it was one of the ones where McFarlane's is McFarlane or
McFarlane.
Yeah, or like after me.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It does not say that.
Oh, what a waste.
Makes me sad, but still a great cover.
Well, I think this is honestly probably a good point. Give y'all a minute here with the board as is, and then we'll get into last looks here in a second. Just because we got a decent amount of stuff to go through here.
Got that Spawn, got that new Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, got that new Jimmy Olsen. Step off camera here for a second.
Yeah, I got almost all World of Realms. Got that Daredevil for $20 coming up. Him fighting Elektra. It's a solid book. But this is coming from me, who's a big Elektra fan. So yeah, got that Sergeant Rock, Army at War. What is our slab again?
That slab is for Knights of the Dinner Table, #1, graded at 9.0.
All right, and then of course we got that Hulk on hand where he is mad at a. That guy looks like a classic sci-fi baddie.
Yeah,
like
no.
from like another world.
It's a green Megamind.
It's a green Megamind. No, Megamind is a blue him.
You may be a villain, but I'm a super villain. Also, made Daniel's mistake earlier. I don't have a box to put my books in. After.
There's 2 boxes
there
over
we
by
go.
the. Yeah.
Found it. Alrighty.
Smashed it.
I'm going to do some reorganization of the board. I'm going to take down the Hulk and the Sergeant Rock here on the bottom row. Going on E, I'm going to place that slab, that Batman #6 again. Graded 9.8, 375 down here on E. And then on G, I'm going to move down for right now and move down that War of the Realms set to G here.
Got 15 minutes.
Yep. And then start moving this. Sometimes we'll go over 10.
Jamie is bidding us a good night.
Good night, Jamie.
Thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Thank you for picking up your books.
Absolutely. And for those sticking around, here we go. We're getting into last looks here. So let me just use that as my divider. Going up on A, we got that Flaming Carrot Comics #26, near mint condition for $15 up here on A. On B, we got Dungeons & Dragons At the Spine of the World, issues 1 through 4, all in near mint condition for $16 for that set up there on B. On C, I'm going to place Avengers 353, very fine plus condition for $5, featuring Black Knight on the cover fighting a zombie knight. On D, I got Spawn #302, near mint condition for $18, reintroduction of Medieval Spawn and first She-Spawn, going up there on D. Replacing our Flaming Carrot on A, we got Amazing Spider-Man 290 through 292. Very fine near mint condition for the set, $22. This, once again, is the 3-issue arc where Peter Parker proposes, Mary Jane says no, Peter Parker proposes again, and she says yes. So, long story short, engagement of Mary Jane and Peter Parker. Going on B to replace our Dungeons & Dragons set is Morbius the Living Vampire, #17, part of the Midnight Suns imprint from Marvel. That's going to be R&B. Replacing our Avengers on C is that Mystique set, all 11 issues, issues 1 through 11 of the Brian Vaughn Mystique set, near mint condition for $25 up here on C. On D, we got Moon Knight Special Edition #1 in near mint minus condition for $20, which features a Bill Sikovic's portfolio for Moon Knight at the end. Going on A to replace that Spidey set is Justice Society of America #54 with that great Darwin Cook cover there. Very fine near mint condition for $5 on A. Put these books down in here real quick. Replacing the Morbius on B is Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, #3, near mint minus condition for $15 for some delicious bacon on B. Going on C to replace that Mystique set. We got Descender number 1. This is the near mint condition second print for $12 up here on C.
It's a Soylent Green eggs in here.
So he's got the map of Shangri-La.
How is he in the desert?
Why not?
Tucker wants to know if it is too late for that D&D Spine of the World, but he's doing it for 10.
No, absolutely. I can do that for 10. I can just pull it out of the box here.
Alright, there you go.
I'll do it because I'm free.
Yeah. Spawn number 25 is going up here on D. This is your first appearance of Tremor. Near mint condition for $5 up here on D. On A, replacing our JSA Darwin Cook cover, we got Ultimate X-Men number 2, near mint condition for $5. Replacing our Peter Porker on B is Wolverine number 2 in very fine to near mint condition for $15, which has your first appearance of the Miramusa Blade.
We did sell one.
We did sell one of those earlier, so we cannot take any offers on that one. But if you missed out earlier when we had it up here and want to pick it up now, let us know for that 15 on B. Placing placing Descender on C. We got those amazing Mary Jane number 1s for $4 in near mint condition up there on C now. On D, replace.
I'm sorry, Eddie wants to know if we can do the Mystique set for 15.
If you can bump it up to 18, it's all yours. Going on D to replace that Spawn number 25, we got Wolverine number 10, very fine to near mint condition for $40. First appearance, Silver Fox, and at this point in the continuity, the first battle between Sabretooth and Wolverine.
That Mystique is gone.
Alrighty. Going up on A to replace this Ultimate X-Men number 2, we got Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 1 from the Karen Gillan series from 2016. Very fine to near mint condition for $12 up here on A for Aphra. Going on B to replace that first appearance Miramusa Blade Wolverine, we got Avengers 269. This is the newsstand, very fine condition for $20. This has the battle between Kang and Immortus and the origin of Kang as Ramatut.
Taking that Mary Jane on C.
Alright, we actually had a few of those, so if anyone else wants that Mary Jane on C, let us know. I will be taking it down though, so just let us know, we can pull it back out for you. Going on C now, we got DC Showcase number 95, or sorry, number 8 from 95. I misread that earlier. This is number 8 of DC Showcase from the year 1995. Near mint minus condition for $5. First appearance of Mongol 2 and Mongal as infants. That is there on C. On D, replacing the Wolverine. We got Spawn number 286, near mint condition for $8. That black and white cover up there.
Alright, David wants to know if we can do that D Wolf. You remember which Wolverine you just took down? He wants to do it for 20.
The one on D we can't do because we already sold one at the $40 price earlier in the show. So sadly can't take any offers on that Wolverine. That was on D. But if you still want to pick it up for that $40, just let us know. But yeah, we can't take any offers sadly because someone bought it earlier. Just wouldn't be fair to them. Where was I though? Oh, I was replacing Dr. Aphra on A. And I was going to replace it with Batman Adventures number 9, near mint condition for $8 up here on A. On B, placing that Avengers 269 is going to be Spawn number 290 in near mint condition for $28. About halfway through my normal stacks. I'm going to replace some of the stuff on the bottom row there. Actually, I'm going to replace the entire bottom row there. Obviously, if y'all still want any of these keys that are on the bottom row, just let us know and we can pull them back out for you. Whether it's a full-out pickup or if you want to put any of these great books on layaway. We'll go around the bottom here. Mess up any of this stuff. So going on E real quick, we got that Ultimate Comics exclusive cover for Rick and Morty Dungeons & Dragons Chapter 2, which is glow in the dark for $20.
Joe would like to know if we can do the War of the Realms for $100.
Tripping.
I can do the War of the Realms that poor other Zach had to painstakingly put together and price all of them. I can do it for $225. Going on F to replace the Knights of the Dinner Table. That's going to be the Image United #1, that Spawn cover. And then, I know we're still waiting on a response of it. I'm going to take down War of the Realms stuff. And I'm going to replace that on G with that Dragonlance set from earlier, issues 1 through 34. $250, all in very fine near mint condition to straight up near mint condition, except for issue 32, which is in very good to fine condition. Alright, got the bottom row all refilled with some new stuff for you. Gotta continue going back up top. So, replacing that Batman Adventures on A. We got the All-Star Squadron number 15 in fine condition for $8 up here on A. On B, replacing our Spawn 290 is going to be Wolverine issues 4 through 6. Very fine near mint condition for $18. First appearance of Rough House. I gotta find this thing out. It's back here somewhere. I forgot to put it back on here. I know it's here. There it is. First appearance Bloodsport, first appearance Rough House, first appearance Archie Corrigan, and first Todd McFarlane Wolverine as a pinup in one of these issues.
Bid for B Wolverine for $9.
I could do it for $12. Replacing that DC Showcase Mongol on C is Superman 166, near mint condition for $10. Great Ed McGuinness cover there with the foil background. On D, replacing that Spawn black and white cover is Batman Adventures number 19, near mint condition for $8 with Scarecrow holding Batman over the skyline.
We don't deal in cents.
Yeah, sadly no sense here.
Was there ever any?
Never.
Going on A, we got Superman 262, fine condition for $8. Superman splitting a building or else he'll die. On B, replacing that Wolverine set until we hear back on that offer or counter offer, we got Wonder Woman number 1, near mint condition for $5 with that great Terry Dodson cover.
Taking that deal for that Wolverine for $12.
They actually had 2 sets, so if anyone else wants that Wolverine 4 through 6 for $12, just let us know. We got that second one back here. What did I just put up? Just put up this Wonder Woman. So replacing our Superman on C is Dungeons & Dragons Tempest's Gate from Kenzer and Company. These are all in very fine to very fine near mint condition. Issues 1 through 4. You got this knight taking on a shaman or sorceress here on the main cover. Let's go here on C. On D, I'm going to be replacing that Batman Adventures with Thundercats number 6 from Star Comics. Very fine plus condition for $15. On A, replacing our Superman 262 is Spawn 287, near mint condition for $15. Got Spawn screaming to the heavens, which seems kind of against character, but who cares? This is going to be really confusing for a second for you, so I apologize. Make sure, before I do this, I'm going to cite this. Make sure for the claims you're putting both the letter and title, because now we have 2 Spawns back-to-back, putting a Spawn 291 here on B, $15 near mint condition.
I forgot to do the 5-minute warning, but we are at 3 minutes.
That's fine. We're
I
almost
will also say that can we do D Thundercats for $10?
do we have it at? 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that for 10.
Alright.
Replacing our D&D set that was on C is that...
Looks like we have a claim on that D&D set that you're
All right.
never going to replace. So.
Cool. Make sure I got everything. There's all 4 issues for you. Going up on C now, we got Tomb Raider Journeys. This is Tomb Raider Journeys number 1. This is the B cover. Very fine near mint condition for $45 up here on C. Going on D now, we got Avengers 267 newsstand copy in fine condition for $35, and this has your first team appearance of the Council of Kangs, first appearance and death of a Kang variant that killed all the Avengers in an alternate timeline, and your first appearance of unknown Kangs and Kang robots. Placing our Spawn up here on A. We got the Amazing Spider-Man number 280 in very fine plus condition for $15. Your 4th appearance, Black Cat. On B, replacing our Spawn there, is Superman, the Man of Steel, number 18. This is in near mint condition for $25 and is your first full appearance of Doomsday. Placing that Tomb Raider on C. We got, there's a lot of alliteration to choose from on here. We got Cartoon Network's Cartoons starring Courage the Cowardly Dog. Issue number 16 for the Cartoon series. Near mint condition for $25 up here on C. Choose whichever one of the alliterations you want for that one, I guess. It's like a choose your own adventure.
Thomas wants to know about that Black Cat on A, which I assume means the Amazing Spider-Man issue?
Yes.
Black Cat is in?
Yes, that is the 4th appearance of Black Cat.
Alright, and David wants to know if we can do the... Oh, did we just take the Avengers down?
Yeah, I just took it down.
Okay, can we do it for 20?
I can do it for 24. Let us know if that works. Replacing that on D real quick, we got the Titans number 24 and 25, the Who is Donna Troy storyline. Near mint condition for $10 up there on D for Donna Troy.
Roll. Thomas is going to take that Black Cat.
Sweet. And replacing that on A, we got You Have To. You have to now. This is your time. Batman Annual, number 23 from 1999. Near mint condition for $4. Batman fighting a bunch of guerrilla mobsters. Please, for the love of God, this cover is too funny not to go home with someone.
Folks, it's only $4.
It is only $4. I will take an offer as low as $2 on this thing if someone takes it home, because it's on A for apes. God's sakes, please. Replacing Superman Man of Steel here on B.
The Apes Annual on A.
We got Superman Action Comics number 546, very fine to near mint condition for $10, featuring the JLA and the Titans. That is up there on B. On C, to replace our Cartoons, Courage the Cowardly Dog, we got Street Fighter number 1 from Image Comics, near mint condition for $10.
David wants to do 22 for that Avengers canon book.
What did I say, 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do 22.
Alright.
Replacing... I just replaced the Courage on C, so replacing our Titans on D. We got Spawn number 285, near mint condition, $6 is that half sketch cover there up here on D. Going on A to replace... Come on, guys. I know I only gave you like 10 seconds, but that should have been enough. Going on A to replace that, though, is Daredevil number 150. Very fine condition for $40. Your first appearance of Paladin. That's going to go up here on A. And that's it. That's all my preview books. Because all if you're like, oh, there's still, I can see books in there. It's just the rest of the Dragonlance set that we have there on G.
Well, any last minute
Yeah, we'll
offers?
give you all about 30 seconds to a minute here to put any last second offers or claims. While I put these slabs back in their protective bags.
Public domain.
There we go.
going to give Joe a little fair warning because I wasn't giving it to my first show. You have to come up with a sign-off thing to say.
All right. Hey, listen, I work for radio. I probably want to sign off.
Yeah, I mean, hey. Just because, we got...
Joe wants to know if he can do that Daredevil for 20.
I could do that Daredevil for 26.
Alright, let's know if 26 works.
But I think we've officially kind of given... I mean, we're still waiting on the response for that.
Well, you said pass.
I just said pass. Gotcha. So, I think we are going to close out the show here pretty on schedule, only a couple minutes behind 10 o'clock. But, of course, want to thank you all for watching again. Love doing the show. Hope you love watching it. I will see you next Thursday for our next show. Yeah. I don't know if we have, any sort of thing to tie that one into.
Next week?
Yeah, what's next week?
Super Mario Bros.
So, I forgot that movie's that close to coming out.
I know, me too.
Is the next week April 5th?
Yeah.
We could do First Contact Day.
We could do First Contact.
Get some Star Trek comics.
Let us know if you want us to celebrate First Contact Day 40 years early.
I do have one that I could
60
pull for that.
60 years early.
Yeah, 2063. We're still waiting on the Vulcans.
Go to comments, see what that comment is. I have a book that I could potentially pull for that.
Did the Daredevil Electro sell? That $20 Daredevil Electro we had? I think that was like 50s, 60s. No.
Let's see.
I think it's in that.
I thought it did. But I don't remember us going through it.
87. Sorry, my mistake. Daredevil number 87.
You can also Control F and search your claims too.
I could do that because I am stupid.
No.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's in my box, so I guess they claimed it earlier.
But
got a lot of love for some love for Star Trek now.
Yeah.
Hey, so who knows? Maybe we'll do a little mix of Nintendo and Star Trek.
Maybe I'll change up one of our preview books.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, just want to say once again, thank you all for watching. Love doing the show. Hope you all love watching. I'll see you next Thursday for that Super Mario / probably now maybe Star Trek series or Star Trek episode with the First Contact celebration. Yeah, and obviously all sorts of other stuff here in the mix in these boxes and stuff. But yeah, I will see you next Thursday, and so will Daniel, and hopefully so will Joe. Unless I was too much for him today and he quits all of a sudden for unexplained reasons. But thank you all for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your night. I will see you next issue.
Good night.